So look, Kill, the last time that I let you watch my dogs, that doesn't mean you can barbecue them. Hey, we're live!
Hi!
Hey,
Well,
do you still have
welcome
that,
to here.
do you still have that sauce?
I spilled it.
He got lost in the sauce.
Which sauce which sauce are you referring to, sir?
Doggy's turn.
Please regale us. Story time.
Who, me?
Yeah, what's the sauce of which you speak?
The sauce?
Yeah.
The sauce for the dog. That's what I was talking about.
Dog sauce?
Oh,
Ew.
dog sauce? Oh, it's the same as the fucking cow sauce or the chicken sauce, man.
No, Kill, when you go to Chick-fil-A, not on a Sunday because they're closed, but you go get Chick-fil-A sauce. Whatever you put it on becomes whatever sauce you need, right? So put it on dog, it becomes dog sauce. Put it on pigeon, it becomes pigeon sauce.
I'm
You
so
get-
lost.
What he said
Put it
is
on-
really
Yes, I
gross.
Put it on that goose that's gonna kick your ass sauce.
There you go. And then it's the sauce of regret because I don't want to see my best friend get hurt.
How do you turn this on?
Alright, guys.
Chat.
Turn the stream off. I'm fighting a goose.
No, I know where one is
That's
right
the pay-per-view event of the year.
now. Live on Twitch.
Listen,
Subs only.
listen, chat.
But wait.
We love
Sobs
That would
only
be good.
from Killian as he gets beaten by a goose.
chat. Listen,
It's a bird.
We
It's
love
a bird. Just pat on the head. It'll go away.
We love
No.
everybody
These
at this
are
table.
demons.
We love Zach for what he does for us.
Ethan.
We love Vestamon for killing, stabbing shit. We love Jazzy for getting naked all the time. We love Ember for killing each other or killing teammates and lighting shit on fire. And for one-shotting the Oni. I haven't forgotten that.
I'll never forget
Leandra brings a flare of purple-headed Goliath to the table that we really enjoy. That sounds like a penis reference. Most of all, we're here because we love Kill.
Love.
We love Kill.
that. That makes one of us.
I don't want to see him get crippled by fighting a goose in hand-to-hand combat. Chat, I need you to
I can take it.
convince Killian that he doesn't need to take this fight.
It's a bird.
His ego will not be wounded for losing a fight to a goose.
It's a plane. It's a pair of crutches for Killian.
But enough on that. Back to you, Zach.
Okay, again, we do have, again, returning sponsor Kiwi Mail
Boy.
at Etsy. If you go to Etsy and look up Kiwi, Kiwimaille, the makers of incredibly fine chainmail dice bags, earrings, all kinds of chainmail art. You will see they have beautiful earrings and pendants. So absolutely fantastic creations. And for any viewers of our show, enter ZACDND15 for 15% off of your purchases. And thanks again to the folks at Kiwi Mail for supporting the show and gifting our viewers with that 15% discount. So very cool of them to continue doing that for all you folks out there. And I think that's probably it for our intros this week. I don't have any giveaways or nothing that we got going on, so I believe we should get straight to it. Oh, and last we left our adventurers.
I'm hiding in a
Don't
bush.
do
No, okay. Let's see. You had found yourselves stumbling through an entirely new dimension, a new place, this riddled with strange magics that had been keeping Ivan just completely on edge, so unnerved he could barely think straight. Seems you had found yourselves tripping through the Feywild. You met a handsome satyr who offered to, or you encouraged or talked into, guiding you to the center of this strange maze-like hedge grove that you seemed to be trapped in. its effects already being felt on the party's rogue, Mystios, having been inside this hedge grove and inside and had consumed some of it, beginning to feel some ill effects, a strange change of his eyes, a strange pitch of his voice, a strange elongation of his nose. Wanting to avoid any further ill effects, you wish to leave this place to try to get back to pressing business back in your home realms and lands on the prime material plane. You sought out the help of the local royalty. It seems this area of the Fae is presided over by one known as Princess Dandelion. And this satyr brought you to a place where she was already holding court. She indulged you for a moment as you were a curiosity. There weren't many of the prime material that ventured this deep into the Feywild, into this particular corner of the unending twilight that is the Feywild, with its strange inhabitants and strange cultures. She said she believed she could help you get back to where you needed to be, if you would but do her one small favor. She had a very important affair, and requested that you go out and seek out the Wild Hunt, and perhaps if you could join them and bring back what you said she was looking for, a suckling pig, or
she requested that we go kill a boar.
A boar, that's right.
And it was Okdana from the Wild Hunt, the leader of the Wild Hunt, who suggested the suckling. The suckling boar.
Yes, and so again, meeting with these almost crazed warriors took a bit of convincing that you were indeed worthy of joining their hunt, that you were true hunters and killers at heart, and that you were able to join and successfully obtain a boar. The hunt actually turned out to be something quite exhilarating, despite the strange mounts that you were given with these horses that seemed to have almost human faces with the flesh stripped off of them. There was a moment of tension between Alchdana and his wild hunters, as he believed he had accepted you as family, and it seemed unreasonable that you would be taking a kill away from the family, even for someone like a Princess Dandelion. And after a short, tense standoff, you were able to convince him that you would still be there for him, and perhaps, maybe one day, he could travel to the prime material plane and do some true hunting. The promise of greater adventure for him, perhaps another ally from the Feywild has come to the side of Hammer and Shield Inc. You returned back to Princess Dandelion's court, her small, humble dwelling in the center of the hedgegrove, and after you delivered the boar, a servant was escorting you to a place where perhaps you could get a little bit of rest, so that the princess could receive guests, dignitaries of the Fae. When you discovered behind her small dais and throne in her main hall what appeared to be 6 portals that looked very much like the one that was in Vestamon's garden behind his house back in Suzale. You tried to figure out there must be a way to discern which of these 6 portals actually leads to his back to the domain from which you had come. You called one of the pixies that is known to live in Vestamon's garden and makes trips frequently back and forth from the prime material to the Fae. And as she did come through the portal, you could see her coming from all 6 as if light through a prism and coalescing into one. You took your chances and headed headlong into the portal to find yourself in an endless confusion of echoing footsteps and voices, and at long last, one of you fell unconscious, Armaeus bringing up the rear. And when light was shed on this strange portal you had entered, the light grew and grew, and you found yourself as the evening's entertainment to the foreign dignitaries visiting Princess Dandelion. One of these dignitaries, a female dressed in finery that had long, hard angles, almost as if it were made of ice, recognized immediately Vestamond and declared that she missed him and the love they used to make, and declared that she would see him again and rekindle the affair that they had once had some 5 years earlier. She also spoke of renewing the plans to strike at the heart of one King Oberon. To which Vestamond reacted with a good deal of trepidation. He would manage to hide it well. He relayed that information to Ivan as a satyr who was known as a great artist and poet of the Feywild, tried desperately to show his love for one purple-haired Goliath. His passion seemed to know no bounds, nor his manners, nor his good taste. It seemed he would go to any lengths to woo said Goliath, as Tutu turned several shades of pink, red, and purple, being constantly assailed. And he went so far as to propose marriage. And surely, if love at first sight did ever exist, it did strike at the heart of this man this evening. This frozen queen, that had been pursuing Vestamon, said she would meet him in a secret garden, one that Vestamon should know well. There was the old house in the tree that Vestamon had built as a place for them to meet there. And so Vestamon left, followed closely by several of his companions. They cautiously stalked him through the woods watched him arrive in this beautiful secret garden with carefully manicured trees, bright flowers, beautifully sculpted hedges that looked to be something out of Edward Scissorhands. The hedges and trees that looked to be in the shape of dinosaurs, as this woman pulled Vestamon close and asked him to take her immediately. She began to lean back against the well and draw Vestamon close to embrace him, as Vestamon very quickly and deftly produced his dagger and shoved it into her breast and proceeded to dump her into the well where she had recently dropped a piece of the jade tiger.
Got her.
The bushes that looked to be, or what looked to be carved bushes, began to slowly animate, come to life. It's actually quite ridiculous that they would attack our heroes, but attack they did, and it seems that the light that had sprung forth from the well where the woman had been dumped shot forth from the sky during this battle was intended as a signal, a beacon to call something, and something did come from the sky. As it looks as though your battle with the local fauna is complete, a new foe has presented itself. Serpentine in its form, great wings. This worm has hit the ground. Armaeus trapped under a bush. Ivan and Salty Eye next to one slain foe, and Vestamond a mere 30 feet away from this fearsome beast. How would you like to proceed?
I'd like to step up closer to the beast and ask the beast,
Okay.
Almighty
Where
Dragon.
are you going?
I'm going toward the dragon.
Okay.
I'm going to say, Almighty Dragon, can you speak with us?
I will speak with you if you will reveal the location of the dandelion.
And what is your purpose with the dandelion?
Why, to take her life, of course.
And why is that, my good dragon? No, I'm prepared to spell while I'm talking to this.
I would like to look at the treehouse before me.
Okay.
Does it appear inhabited? Do I hear anything inside?
Make a perception check.
16.
16. The windows that you can see, there is no light coming from the inside. There is a door on the bottom floor that is closed. There does not appear to be any sound coming from it.
Then I would like to turn and use some movement to we'll call it Dvatset 20 feet.
Okay. Cool.
Just turn to face.
When I see the dragon, I'm just gonna proceed to hide.
Okay. Well, there's ample opportunity for you to do it. So using your bonus action to hide behind the fallen brush in front of you. Says,
Can I
so would you?
ask?
Say, where is she? Is she here? This is where I was summoned.
No, she is not here. What can we do to appease you so we do not have to battle?
You cannot help me find her?
Why do you wish her harm? At least answer me that.
I do not answer questions of feeble creatures like yourselves.
In his tongue, Draconic, I'm going to say, has this woman wronged our kind?
Turns, puts his face, or its face, right up to yours. So you. Where is the dandelion? Can you help me find her?
If in a common, did he respond in common or Draconic?
Draconic.
Draconic. I'll say in common because he's been responding.
Oh, he doesn't.
Say again.
He's been saying all of this in Draconic.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Then if the dandelion is guilty of some grievous crime, justice
For the last time, can you help me find the dandelion?
Do you wish to kill her out of cold blood? It's a question.
You won't answer my question?
Armaeus,
Then you will die.
on your feet.
Can I try and stand up?
And unleashes a breath weapon. Okay. Make a wisdom save, make a wisdom save, make a wisdom save. Not you. You. Can't get you in
You
the
say
cone.
us?
Make a wisdom save.
Wait, so not me, but her.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. And even if you're hiding.
Oh shit!
the noise, the
You're not
face.
very wise. That's a 4, Bob.
2.
2.
What am I adding into this?
Hmm?
What am I adding into this?
Wisdom save.
Wait, wisdom.
Save?
Add some
Oh,
more wisdom.
19.
19?
Wait, let me see. Wait.
Does this?
Does that say?
Oh,
add
sorry.
4?
21.
Oh, 4.
21.
So I had
Sorry.
6.
20. Yeah, 21.
21 for your wisdom save?
Yeah.
I had 6, Bob.
I can try.
Huh?
So,
Bob. You are. You're fine.
Our only goal is to get out of here. I don't give a shit.
I know, but I wouldn't do that. He's not gonna sell somebody. I know you would, but you don't speak Draconic, bitch.
And so I'm
Okay.
like, I'm the dragon.
so
I'm sorry. Question: does that breath weapon qualify as magic, or is that just?
oh,
his
it's very magic, yes.
I would like to use Mage Slayer to
Okay.
get a free attack and give. Well, actually, I guess that's it. Just to use my reaction to counterattack.
Okay. Okay. So, anyway.
What happens to us?
Okay, I'm trying to get to that.
What's going on, Zach?
The dragon breathes, and as you all momentarily, because you've seen dragon breath before, the strangest thing, what happens is a spiral rainbow of colors comes out, and just rakes across from.
It's so pretty.
But deadly. It's worse than that goose.
Salty eye, and then it impacts with the brush that's on top of you, and just all of these leaves and everything. Just
Thank God. There's no longer a flaming
Raked away.
T-Rex on top of me.
And this whole tree is just obliterated, and seared by this.
Yikes.
Thanks. By the way, I was under here. If you couldn't tell. since I'm like laying on my back, like
Literally
at the
has
dragon's
face.
mouth, like.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Hold on a second.
Oh no.
I don't like when the DM says, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, hold on a second. That was not expected.
Oh no.
So,
I'm not even there, and I'm scared.
Why aren't you here? You have to protect us.
Oh my god!
He just keeps rolling dice.
I don't think I won it.
you take 52 points of bludgeoning damage.
Can I uncanny dodge that?
No, you failed your wisdom save.
Oof.
Mm.
That is not a good.
You take 61 points of damage.
Holy fried chicken and rice.
Stop rolling dice.
You take 58 points of damage halved
Okay.
because of your wisdom save.
I mean, it's his call.
You
Did
said
it burn my hat?
52?
Huh?
52?
Yes.
Did it burn my hat?
Oh my god.
The two of you, all of a sudden, you take your damage, and the rainbow wave rolls over you. The two of you, it hits you, and
No,
it feels as if you lift off the ground. You look around, and everything kind of shimmers, and the dragon just disappears to you. You no longer see it.
Did we pass
Uh,
out?
Stop. Let me finish. You feel as if you raise up off the ground slightly. Vestamon laughs one time, and you hear him laugh. You look over, and you see Vestamon, but all of a sudden his skin has changed to strange color. His skin has become a sallow yellowish, and his ears are pointed. His eyes have become elongated at the corners, and you hear him laugh.
Bestamon, where are you laughing? Because I'm sitting here just like mildly concussed.
Oh, I guess.
You do not hear him.
Can't hear.
As you look around, the landscape that had been so bright and beautiful with the bright flowers is now. The trees look as though the leaves and petals have wilted and are all falling. You've seen something like this before, but in your nightmares. The entire terrain has changed, and the two of you are alone in it. You do not see any of your allies. You do not see a dragon. All you can see is each other in a nightmarish terrain, and feel the pain of your wounds from the bludgeoning damage you just took.
Can I take a healing potion? I'm just like.
No, but after that first round of combat, what you can do is you can roll initiative.
Both of us.
As we're rolling initiative, did my counterattack for Mage Slayer?
Okay, yes.
Is that able
Yes,
to
now you can go ahead and do that. But everybody else needs to roll initiative.
16?
I got 19.
Oh, wait a minute. Where's mine? Initiative tracker board.
That was a 16 to
Not
hit.
prepared,
Exactly.
huh? Oh, the DM.
16 to hit.
Yes.
Misses.
But, okay then.
Oh, so
Thank
so
God
it's a
that
thick
just
boy.
happened.
What's that?
Natural 20
For what?
for initiative. Thank
Okay, well, I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm going to have to write it down. Initiative.
Nine-
20 to 25.
20,
24.
24.
Yeah.
21.
22.
So,
So,
Those are good. Good rolls. Glad
Armaeus,
you're not there.
or me.
I don't know where I'm at.
Salt, EI,
So, yeah, where's my paper? I don't want to be called Misty Eye this time.
Ivan, and Vest.
19.
And Vest. Okay, cool.
Wow. You stacked that initiative.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, you want to go first, Dragon? Second. You might still go first.
Oh, come on, Zach!
Quit laughing!
Oh, you guys are fucked tonight. I am on fire.
Oh shit.
I almost got one hit.
Oh, a TPK is gonna happen.
No, we're not there. We'll be fine.
Well, yeah. Salty Eye and we're on a different plane.
An HPK. Half party kill. Yeah.
Okay, so your attack. Where are you? You and it
What?
just you're using your whip.
Mhm.
Your whip goes zing, and little rainbow-colored sparks fly off of his thick scales as he.
Cool.
Puts one hand on Armaeus and one giant claw on Vestamond.
I thought I was gone.
Huh?
I thought I was gone someplace.
Physically, no. Mentally. you're
Mentally,
somewhere else.
yes, not physically.
I'm
You're still there.
That's about been mentally gone since this game started.
True.
And he's like, it would be more fun. It would be more fun if you were smarter.
I'm
And
smart.
he's the only one that can understand this. All of this isn't draconic.
Oh. What?
All you hear is he says,
Do I have a chance to respond?
and you can respond if you want as he casts another spell and make another wisdom save. You make one with disadvantage.
Ooh. 23.
13.
13.
Plus 4.
Plus
Good
4.
night, people.
13, 14, 15,
Knock on
16.
wood.
Vestamon got a 17.
17?
Yeah, a disadvantage.
Okay. So you
Good rolls tonight already.
okay.
Good God.
Cool.
Oh, God.
Are you? What?
What the fuck? What the fuck is happening?
Wow.
Are you the dragon now?
What?
Look at me. I am the dragon now.
The dragon.
Am I Vestamon?
You
I'll say.
are-
I take that question back. I look down at my body.
No.
You see, as you look down at your body, you see a very tall, old body. You see wizard's robes. You see a strange beard that you're like and you look up. See. Okay. The wisdom save has knocked you out of the dream state, the trance that you were in, but the dragon has mind swapped you.
Oh my God.
And with that, he goes, I will find this dandelion without the help of weak creatures such as yourself, and uses 60 feet of its movement to leave the field.
Why? Why?
Question.
It actually, it was within your range of your, if you would, it would provoke an attack of opportunity if you would like to, because it's moving out of range of you, because you are within, you're within whip range. If you would like to take a pot shot at it as it leaves, you're more than welcome to.
I was going to try diplomacy, but if it's leaving, I'm not going to bring it back. Instead, I would like to run to Armaeus and start picking him up.
Okay.
freaking out.
Bye now.
I'm still.
The map's flying.
I'm still in my own little nightmare, right?
Yep.
Fuck.
Wait,
Wait a minute.
Wait, am I in a nightmare now?
No.
I gotta ask a question.
No,
Yeah.
your wisdom save knocked you out of it.
Oh yeah.
So
So what? So
you're in a nightmare all by yourself now. Vestamond has disappeared.
Dude, that sucks.
I'm going to just look around and yell out for someone. Ivan!
Can we hear that?
Vestamon!
You can hear it very weakly. She thinks she's talking loud, screaming out loud.
What about in my perspective? Is her physical body making any sounds?
That's what I'm saying. From your side, what you can see of her, she's going, Ivan, Vestamon, and she's looking around. She looks completely dazed.
I'm gonna go into fetal position because I realize no one's there, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, no. No!
Ivan, Ivan.
Vestam-
You know what the dragon said, right?
Yes, he said that he's going to get, and I'm saying this as I'm going to pick up
Okay.
Armaeus and Salty Eye. Yes, he said that he's going to find the dandelion without our help. And when I get to Armaeus, I want to like grab him by his thick ass shoulders and just hoist him up to his feet.
I just yell, brother.
wait,
Wait,
are you
hey.
back in your mind now?
No. He said he's picking up Armaeus.
I know.
But
You're not our man.
You're not Armaeus.
I know.
Vestamon, why would you...
Brother.
That's not Vestamond's voice.
Well, I'm still me though. I don't
Accents
know.
can translate. Haven't you seen those like movies?
Brother, what's going on here?
I don't know, Armaeus. You're back on your feet.
Who are you?
I'm Armaeus.
You're me.
I'm Armaeus.
Who
are you?
Hold on, question. So for the sake of roleplay, do they switch personalities as well?
No, they retain their personalities.
Do,
they've
And
changed
their
their
memories and all that?
Do
they're still
That's
they
the
still
one that's
remember. They
just
still have
standing
the same memories and everything else.
So
He
Vestamon
gets
is
the
Are we out of initiative?
yeah for now.
Oh shit. Okay.
Salty Eye is now like on the ground, just somebody. Where are you?
We just changed minds, right?
Yes.
So I can't pick up the hang from the noose or any of that stuff. I don't have his strength.
No, you have his stats.
I do.
Yeah, you
You're
have his
in
stats.
his
Do I
body.
hear anything
why
around
don't
me,
you try
Zach?
But okay, yeah, you can go ahead and try.
Wait, I want to see if I can pick it up.
As Vestamon.
Yeah. Okay, I go and pick it up.
Yep.
I picked it up.
You picked it up.
Oh wow.
Vestamon has the hangman's loose.
Wait, how did you pick up Armaeus's post, and why did you call me? Wait. I think
For some reason I'm in Vestamon's body.
I want to walk over to Salty Eye and start shaking her. Be like, Saliana, wake up! Can you hear me?
What?
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's no response.
I'm gonna.
What if I just stab her a couple times?
Do I feel anything when he touches me,
Oh,
Zach?
that's good.
Make a wisdom check.
It's a nat one.
No.
I'm gonna stand up and look around and see if I see anyone, hear anything.
I'll
And do I see anything?
Do you see?
Like do I see anyone near me or hear anything out of the usual?
I mean, it's.
Empty.
I mean, everything around you is the terrain. Again, this all looks like something out of a nightmare. There's a small, and to add to this now, the sense of isolation that you have as you look around, as everything has changed, as all your friends are gone, is a slight.
I'm gonna quickly pull up my rapier and
As you're sitting there shaking her, trying to wake her up, suddenly she pulls out her rapier.
No shit.
No.
I'm gonna try to hold that and just pick her up and like fireman style, just put her over my shoulder.
Okay, cool. As you begin, like, trying to take a defensive stance, all of a sudden your body goes taut, and it's like it becomes very hard for you to move. It feels like you're moving through a really, like a really, really thick mud as you feel yourself being lifted and restrained, and
I'm gonna kind of like just scream, somebody, as loud as I can.
and then right there, as you get her up and around your shoulders, all of a sudden she just goes, "Somebody!"
It's okay, Saliana, I've got you. We're going to get you some help. And I'm just gonna start walking, I guess, back towards the way we came to get back to the palace.
Question.
Yes.
Can I go over to that old creepy old wizard and get my pistols? And put them.
You have the pistols.
You've
on
got the pistols on you.
Okay.
You've got to be. You're in his body. You've got everything.
Vesamon. Vesamon. Message Emperor and tell her that the Princess Dandelion is in danger.
Do I know how to do this?
Yeah,
Okay.
Vesamon.
Does it just come to me naturally?
Yes.
Okay.
Because your memories are in the meat that is his brain, and all that stuff is burned into his brain. So you know those right now, while your mind is in his. Basically, your soul is your beings have changed places.
Okay.
It comes to it's like
I
you're
start
thinking about it for a moment. You're like, do I know how to do this? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, wait a minute, I do remember this.
I'll use sending, and I'll say, Ember, we encountered a dragon. It's on the way to kill the princess now. We're coming towards you. This is Armaeus.
Now.
In your mind, you hear Armaeus's voice in the way that Vestamond would have contacted you in the past.
So I heard Armaeus' voice,
In your
but
mind.
it feels like Vestamon.
But it's the way that Vestamond would have contacted you in the past. As you're sitting there with Princess Dandelion in her bed chambers, and she's quite obviously tweaking now from all the fucking mushroom fungus fucking cocaine that you guys have fed her, along with the fucking several bottles of wine.
It was called madness.
Yes, madness.
And I've been drinking some along with her.
Yeah. She's fired up, her skin flushed now, as your hands move over her body, and she's being very responsive now. Her fingers in your hair, as all of a sudden Armaeus' voice is in your head. The princess is in danger.
I have that problem too.
Oh, conundrums. Oh, conundrums. Wow.
Get a quickie.
There's time.
There's always time.
I'll stop for a second and go, do you know a dragon?
I know of several dragons, but the Dream Eaters have been banished. Please stop with the nonsense. Come back to me. And she's like,
I'm
playing with
freaking
your
out,
hair.
I'll go back.
Okay.
Oh, you.
Oh, damn. I've been
Okay.
drinking the madness. I don't want to have... Remember, you guys are suffering from exhaustion. I don't want exhaustion.
Okay.
I'm not exhausted at
Uh,
all.
Saltia is going to
This
start
is invigorating.
sobbing, and the last time she felt this way was the last time she was enslaved in that bandit camp.
Who writes in cursive?
I know that you said bandit camp, but in my head I heard Vandy camp, and I was thinking, and immediately thought beanie weenies. So
There were a lot of beanie weenies,
Wait,
if you know what I mean.
Was that what your dad was smuggling? Beanie weenies?
Lots of beanie weenies.
The,
And he's not my dad.
oh, that's right. Oh,
Vesta-
that's horrible.
Yeah, that's right, you
Vestamon.
seduced your dad.
I'm gonna have to get used to that.
Vestamon, we
Yes.
need to get back to safety immediately. We need to take care of Saliana and figure out what the fuck is happening with you two. You're both acting very weird since that thing hit you.
Would I know what's going on with Saliana right now, Saltier?
Make an Arcana check.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, being a wizard.
Because you can do that now.
I'll say I have stats for that.
Somewhere.
Somewhere in this
Here.
I got 11.
11?
Yeah.
With your Arcana check?
Yeah. Oh wow.
You've heard of this sort of thing before.
This is my book.
There's a lot. There's a lot to being a wizard.
So cool. This is so cool. I'm a wizard.
You're a wizard now!
You're a wizard, Arneas.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
And you're a hairy wizard, Hagrid!
Zach, because I'm in this like nightmare state, because I'm starting to like think of like the darkest time in my life, do I see anything that resembles like the bandit camp, or do I have like vision?
There are flashes through your mind of being confined in a cage at that camp, at that bandits camp, of abuse at the hands of certain. You begin looking for familiar faces, the ones that were kind to you, but you do not see them. As they come in like flashes in your mind, as you realize for a second that you're actually being carried, but you cannot tell by who. But you feel restrained. You with your Arcana check.
Yeah, that's
You have heard of things. People being held in a somewhat hallucinatory state by certain creatures. But you do not know the exact nature of this one.
Can I, as Armaeus, walk over and...
You guys are actually walking towards the thing.
Well, can I grab Salty Eye and she on Ivan's shoulder?
Yes.
Can I lift her head up and pour some liquor down her throat? Maybe that'd revive her?
Oh God.
She drinks some...
Nothing like being in a nightmare realm and all of a sudden just taste liquor.
She'll feed her some rum, some... See, because she's...
Okay. Make a quick con save.
Oh no. Okay, that is 10.
Okay. The liquor spills over your face as Armaeus goes and lifts your head up and pours the and pours some. It kind of spills across your face, and you. But somewhere in this nightmare, a very familiar and pleasant taste hits your tongue, and you willingly accept the bottle of what is this, rum that you said?
Yeah.
And you begin and chugging down the rum as
I'll put it
Armaeus
back so she won't drink too much. I know her.
and as soon as you pull it away from her, she begins crying like a small child, like a baby being denied a bottle.
I rub her head. I rub her head. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Salacious. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, my dear. Oh, I still... Okay.
When that's happening, I only taste, and do I feel him like grabbing me, or?
Why do you grab yourself by the hair?
Cause how else do you go like? Oh, I make see like big hands, but like. Ugh.
You do actually begin it's the familiarity of the taste of liquor is kind of breaking through a little bit of the hallucination. It's beginning to break down ever so slightly.
I'm just gonna say rum, 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 rum.
I'll give her a little bit more.
Okay, so he puts the bottle, he puts it back up to your mouth, and her hand instinctively goes up.
I knew it.
And he holds the bottle tight until like you see it swirling through the bottle, through the dark glass, until it's
Absolute champ.
Just like she has just killed that entire bottle of rum.
By the gods, this woman is a tank.
Well, if this one don't revive her, it might kill her, but we'll have to see.
As she's coming to, I wanna stand over her and just be like,
she's on Ivan's shoulders.
Yeah.
He's got her held up.
well, I just want to get face to face with her.
Okay, so as soon as Armaeus steps away, Vestamon comes in.
It's me, Armaeus. It's me, Armaeus. Look, everything's gonna be okay.
Do I hear anything?
It's like you hear as the pleasantness, like the warmth of the rum spreads through you. Flashes in front of your face of an old wizard. Craggy face, a full beard, wine stains down the sides of the white beard from spilled wine. And you hear me, Armaeus, coming from the entire wrong voice.
I'm gonna go ahead and
This is
just
a little
say,
confusing.
"You're not hung like a horse."
Oh no!
Tell her you have a magic wand.
That's right. You've lost your greatest asset. Whatever will you do?
It's not the only thing I can go
That's all
for.
you're gonna get from me. You're not hung like a horse.
I have parent issues.
I think this entire table has parent
Yeah.
issues.
Show her your magic wand, Vestamon.
Vestamon, Armaeus.
It can swirl it all kinds of ways.
Yes,
Brother,
yes.
listen,
Yes,
listen.
Yes, I am Vestamon Armaeus.
Quit fucking with us and get us back to the fucking keep.
Okay.
You need help. By the grace of Tyr, that thing missed me. But you two got pretty badly fucked up. Saliana's on death's door. We need help.
You're right.
Okay, so while you guys are traveling through the woods, you pick up the pace a little bit. And you can feel, salty-eyed, the jostling, kind of like making your awareness, bringing your awareness to the fact that you're still being restrained and carried, but you don't know where. But it's kind of like ghostly shapes of trees go past.
Do I feel intoxicated?
For you,
Mhm.
it's only one bottle of rum. I mean, yeah, you got a little buzz. I mean, you're not drunk yet.
All
I
right,
mean,
so
we're
that
talking
makes-
about salty eye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
It's
mean-
only a bottle of rum.
All right.
I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of relax and kind of put dead weight on
okay,
my
cool.
shoulders
So,
since I'm a little bit tipsy and that's kind
yeah, okay, cool. All right, as you guys are making your way, you are having incredible luck with the princess. I mean, things are moving along very, very nicely.
of. Oh my.
Again, you've managed to remove most of her clothing, and as you let your robes fall slightly, and she's running her fingers across you, stops momentarily, and her hands on your bare back. She's like, "Oh, my poor dear. Where did you get these scars?" And she's feeling up and down the backs of the runes carved into your back.
It's something my roommate from my old school actually practiced on me.
Roommate. Yeah, you versus the guy she tells me not to worry about. That's what this is right here.
It's an old, just a summoning rune.
Ooh. And what are you summoning tonight, dear? She takes and grabs you by, as your cloak is down off of your shoulders now, held at your elbows, as she pulls you towards her onto the edge of the bed.
I plan on summoning moans from your voice.
Let's not go too deep into the scene.
This is-
Before we get banned.
And,
Damn.
and she laughs and collapses on the bed backwards and pulls you on top of her hands.
Insane.
I know when to call it, dude. I'm good. I'm good at this.
I'm scared.
Tutu, what are you up to?
Yeah.
By the way, we also stream on Red too.
Okay. So
As you find yourself now
alone.
with this.
Oh, with my man.
I thought Lily was with you.
Wait, is Lily still with me? Okay, so I still have a maid of honor since everybody else left.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
You have this fawn satyr. His name was Whisper.
Whisper.
What are you doing? I can tell you that you have a cast of fae about you now. A couple of taller fairies, and a few other strange creatures that are speaking a language that you just do not understand. It sounds quite elegant and guttural at the same time. As they're running about, you see them taking the measurements that they had as they had run rope and up and around you. They're putting together a very, very elegant dress and stitching it in the high grass around you. Up there's the tall hedges around with the gates to Princess Dandelion's estate, about 100 feet away from you.
Okay. Well.
You see Lily looking very, very distraught.
I am going to go full Bridezilla. Tears and all. Screaming and yelling. Not at the fairies, because they're being nice and they're making me a pretty dress. At Whisper. I can't get married now. All of my friends left me. How could I get married in a time like this? What if they're doing something stupid? They're always doing something stupid.
You just met us.
Yeah, I've heard
And
enough
we're always doing
stories.
something stupid.
My
mean,
point.
Like
Okay.
meeting you.
Okay. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
hey.
I'm sorry to have interrupted this.
Let her have her story. Let her have her story.
I know. I'm sorry to have
Not
interrupted this
there.
scene, but let's think about this. My friends are always doing something stupid. Yeah, she just met us, but let's think about it. We are always doing something stupid within the time that we have met her.
Yeah, we've done
We had a war over a bucket, literally like
Immediately after meeting.
immediately after first meeting you. So my assumption is they're doing something stupid.
So
They're gonna
anyway,
need our
so
help.
he says. So in response, he says, "Oh, well, you don't need to be around people who make stupid decisions anyway. I promise, as soon as we are wed and bed, that you shall have the finest of all things, and you shan't have a care in the world."
Okay, well, let's start with the fact that you're willing to marry me after barely knowing me, so don't tell me about stupid decisions. And I agreed.
I don't need.
So,
I don't need.
I still need my friends.
I don't need a lifetime to get to know an absolute mountain of joy when I see one, my love.
I still need my friends.
I like the romantic subplot going on.
I can't get married without my friends. They're all I have. And if you are willing to push me that far, you clearly don't love me.
Damn.
And this wedding is pointless anyway.
Well, you still have your one friend, and why are you ignoring her?
We need to go find her other half, and that's part one, because she's off doing something stupid. I'm gesturing as if Lily is
Wait.
sitting here.
This is Lily.
This is
No.
Lily. No, but she's upset that Ember's gone, so I'm considering her doing something stupid, whether I know or not. I'm just kind of assuming y'all are all being dumb. So I need to go take care of her so we can get this show on the road. Now is not the time. I must go. And you can stay here. I need some space. I'm gonna take Lily and we're gonna go back inside. Just gonna leave. I'm gonna use all of my movement. Gone. Dragging Lily with me.
Okay.
My heart hurts for that guy.
It is.
All my friends just abandoned me. I have every right to be upset. How dare he try and push me?
Must be his first time in Vegas.
Right?
Vegas.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thank you.
I knew a stripper named Vegas. First time in Vegas. So, yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
Oh god, I lost my ring.
Texting her right now. Okay.
I was looking for it with my flashlight, but I lost it.
Okay, so he goes, "Oh, my love, please don't mistake my enthusiasm and my love for pressure. You take the time that you need. Your dress should be ready, only too swiftly."
Cool. So yeah, we're going inside.
I imagine she actually said that. Cool. So yeah.
Okay. I'm glad that's over for now. So yeah, I'm gonna take Lily inside
Okay, so as you're
and start discussing with her.
as you're leaving Whisper's presence, you hear overhead, and you hear one woman scream. The Dream Eater has returned, and a cry goes up from the party, and people begin scattering into the brush and into the woods, and this giant dragon lands in the middle of the courtyard, and blocking you from Lily.
Oh no! I thought I had.
I mean, not you. From
Oh.
you. No, blocking you and Lily from the doorway back into.
Okay, so I think we should hide. So I'm gonna pull her with me to a
So-
hiding spot.
Okay, so again,
And
as this giant worm, with its golden horns and flashing red eyes, hits the ground and and turns, and one fleeing party member with one great swipe of its tail and sends two bodies flying. Make a quick stealth check.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be great.
Let's see what your Goliath stealth can do for you today.
How's it feel being 10 feet?
1 inch.
Not
10
great.
feet, 1 inch.
Not great in this moment. It's not bad.
No, it's
I don't
actually.
have anything.
Dragon's also pretty like
Yeah.
stealthy.
So
himself.
16.
16. So as the dragon is surveying the area and looking around, its eyes wide and its jaws gaping open, and bodies flying from that one tail attack, you're able to grab Lily and lay yourself down flat against one of the hedges and pull her down next to you, and you are now hidden.
Okay. As we hide, I want to whisper, I told you they did something dumb. I knew they were doing something stupid.
Oh shit!
Another one?
Get ready to
Was
heal,
I right?
you bastards! Because when we get there, I'm
Um,
probably going to use you as a weapon and grab her by her feet and be like, "Wapa!"
It's like the hamster all over again.
Oh, is that lit up?
Oh, that is
Goody.
cool.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Gil, help.
Those lights.
Kill, help.
Okay, we're not.
No,
Don't worry.
sorry.
Wait.
Don't worry, Best Mom. We got this.
No, I had to move the tree out of the way.
I got peoples. Oh, looks so cool.
Yeah, that's red.
Fucking 2 maps in one night.
I
This is
know!
rad.
Wow. Hey, we did those trees. I know!
Look at those beautiful trees y'all made.
Yeah. Because y'all missed out on our tree section.
Okay, where's
That's
the
not
where's the tall
straight.
white one that I was using?
I don't know.
I had one for the Goliath.
Yeah, that tall white one.
There's,
No.
no. These are
That's
the only
Armaeus.
4 I've seen.
Is that it right there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one we were
Ninja.
using. Yeah, it was.
My ninja.
Yeah, it's because it's the only one I had that was tall enough. I'm gonna need some help with this.
This map
Okay.
looks so cool.
I
Okay,
know.
so-
I love the little tea candle light.
Where's Lily? As you were able to, there you go. That's the head you were behind.
Dragonflight
This
With-
is a little bit terrifying.
With Lily.
Oh.
And
I like that she's just a being.
A barmaid.
scattering.
Well, she had to pay for magic school somehow.
Hey, we've all been there.
Scattering party guests. Okay.
What could go wrong?
It's not like. It's not like it almost killed all of y'all. Now it's here.
So which castle is the
This
prince?
is.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, you're behind this door.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, the party was in the courtyard?
Yes, it was outside in
Oh.
the courtyard.
I never checked that treehouse. I know there's a good reason, but I just thought about that.
So, we need to place the rest of the party right over here in this corner.
I really like this board too. I mean
The backup board.
yeah,
Super fancy.
like it looks nicer than the graph board. I hate to say that. 'Cause the graph
Yeah,
board
the
is
graph.
so much
The
more useful.
graph just makes it easier for measuring distances. So, you know, for movement and area of effect and all that. So,
That looks cool as hell right there.
whatever shall we do?
Am I still in my nightmare state?
Well, yes, you are.
Fun.
Being carried by Ivan.
I would like to, because I'm so thirsty for more drink. I'm gonna drink a health potion.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I just want to make sure. Because he took a lot of damage earlier.
Just for the sake.
Yeah, I've only-
Okay. Roll initiative.
Ah, shoot. I don't like that one. 16.
Okay.
So many plus zeros.
I know. But then I have those. So it kind of makes up for it.
Yeah. Just sucker punch everything.
Yeah, basically.
Bam! Stuck a dragon.
Bad dragon.
That's company.
Bad dragon.
Oh yeah, Andy's in there. I see my red bearded man's. Most handsome gunsmith in Marietta area.
Uh-huh. Where is everybody
We're hiding from the ring meter.
Okay.
They're having a Freaky Friday meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, if no one's using the restroom, I will do that quickly.
Shut up.
Okay.
Everyone, just run away from the table.
Everybody's pooping real quick.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but Killian perpetually lives on the toilet.
What?
Yeah, for real.
I guess now would be a really, really good time to mention again, about Kiwi Mail. If you head over to Etsy, look up Kiwi Mail, KIWIMAILLE, makers of fine chainmail dice bags and accessories. You can find all kinds of chainmail crafts, earrings, pendants, and really, really cool bulletproof dice bags, I might add. Real high quality
Put that to
chainmail.
test.
Enter code ZACDND15 for 15% off at your checkout time, and also be a really, really great time to mention we are looking for other sponsors. If anybody out there, especially Dice Company or D&D Beyond, would like to come on board with this show, every single one of us here at this table are just wicked dice goblins. We love to collect the click clack shiny math rocks, and we would love to help you showcase your dice, and we would love to be able to fully integrate the D&D Beyond app with our stream. So if anybody out there is affiliated with D&D Beyond, you got a cool product, we want to use it, but we're looking for a little bit of help, and we would love to talk to somebody. So, but anyway, so now
Zach, what dice do I do to drink the health potion?
you don't have to do any. You can just do that because you know where they are in your person, and you would have had ample opportunity while you were being carried, and you relaxed. So Ivan's not having to restrain you anymore.
How
So
much
you are,
health? How is that determined? How much health I get back?
2d4 plus 4.
Hope it don't stink.
What's going on? Everybody's going to use your bathroom? Crazy.
Because there's somebody another.
Huh? Okay.
You
See,
literally,
us guys can go out and use a tree. So
no,
we
it's
don't-
because you literally scared the shit out of us.
Can I use 2 health potions? Or
You would have had time to.
okay, I'm gonna use 2.
Okay.
I no longer have.
Is that us over there coming up on the scene?
Yep.
Okay.
If it's possible, as we were arriving on the scene and the dragon came down, I probably would set Salty Eye down someplace behind some sort of shrubbery or ground cover
Okay.
where I could just like lay her down gently.
How much did you get back?
I got 12 on the second one, and then the other one was 8. No,
8?
9.
Okay.
So I
cool.
got back 21.
You got back 21 total?
Yeah.
Make a wisdom save.
Still.
That is 11.
11? Not quite there yet. Okay. Yep. Still in your dream state.
Just can't get that roll.
Very quietly.
Mr. D,
Well, shit.
are we?
We're in initiative. I can't do it yet.
Okay. So the dragon is going to use his movement.
What's he do?
Scanning the area, and nope, does not see you in your hidden state. You are.
Do you keep your door closed or to your area or open?
You think that?
Yeah, just leave it open so the dogs get back and forth.
Y'all see all the crazy shit going on?
Okay. The dragon failed its perception check, so it did not see you where you were hidden with Lily. Okay. Next up is Armaeus.
I reacted.
Well, I'd like to take my gun from hell.
The fires of Phlegethos.
Yeah,
That's like
and fired at the dragon's neck. See if I can shoot him in the neck.
Okay.
It's time for the bugaloo.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Which one is that?
What's the damage on the fires of Phlegethos?
What's this? Oh,
I got it in my bag.
Hold on a second. I got it right here.
Okay. Thank
okay,
you.
yeah. 'Cause I don't. I'm sorry. What you gave me
New
were all
body.
blank pieces. Thanks a lot, pal.
Thanks.
Got it.
That was so stressful.
You're stressed.
That's the one I have.
Wait,
I have faith in you.
Boo-boo.
Ooh,
Ooh, woo.
woo.
Where
How
did
many did you have?
Did you get it?
Huh?
Did you get it?
He's doing it.
he found
Oh.
I can't remember.
Roll 8d6.
Yes.
Two share.
8 of these. Count them up. 6, 5,
Mm.
Good start.
1, 2, 4, 3,
Two more.
1,
Last one.
One more.
6.
28.
28 halved 14. Okay, cool. So as the fires of Phlegethos, you raise this strange weapon that you seemingly know how to use, and the fires of the fourth layer of hell erupt from it, and a ball of white hot light and it explodes right around the dragon's chest and radiates out and
Stop going in there.
They could
Stop
stop,
going in the other room.
fire.
Oh, yeah, the fire,
Of
yeah.
course.
Fire
this
burn.
brush is on fire and this hedge is on fire right here behind it now.
Hammer and shield brought the fire.
As it erupts into a fireball erupts, and you see little bits of the dragon's its deep purple hue, its scales, pieces of them fly away, and little bits of rainbow light escape from it out of the fire as the hellish fires recede.
That's
Okay.
nice.
You gonna help him out? That's his action, bonus action movement.
Yes.
Doesn't he get it? He's got a
I
bonus.
got a bonus action?
You can. So
So I think he's got 2 actions. CP action surges.
Correct. So you can do this once per. Well, he already used it.
Yeah, I used it last week, so
Yeah.
he doesn't have action surge at the moment.
so
Okay, cool.
you
He
don't
has
have this
one.
right
He has
now.
one
You
grid
do have
point.
this if you need it.
Can I fire the gun again?
No.
No.
You can fire a different gun.
He can fire a different gun. You can take out one of your other,
Oh, that's right. You get 2 attacks. Yeah. So you can use one of your other guns if you want.
and then bonus action reload it. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and fire a gun and reload it, so
Yeah.
it'll be ready for the next one. Okay,
Go. So roll to hit.
4 plus only.
Uh,
Don't poof yet.
14.
14. So
It's a lot.
so
It's a good gun.
Holst taking the fires of Phlegethos and letting it go. The leather thing, the leather thong that you have it attached to your waist, it goes sliding down, and you holster another weapon, and a flash of smoke and gunpowder, and the bullet races across and in almost the same spot where the fireball had hit, and you hear it as it ricochets off his very tough hide.
Bonus action reload.
Bonus action reload. Cool.
Okay.
Very good.
Zach, I'm gonna be a dork here. Did you turn on the lights of the gate, or do they not work?
Recommend moving.
I turned them on.
Those hedges.
You turned them on?
Yeah, they're very,
Oh, I
very,
got
very
movement
dim.
now?
Ah,
They're not very
never
bright.
mind.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
they need
action.
to batteries.
Bonus action and movement.
Ah.
At my movement, I want to move to the
The fire's
hedges
supposed to light up.
Okay.
so I can hide.
So that would be
Are we working off the same initiative?
Yes.
30
Okay.
feet. Good. You started here.
Let's see. Let's do this. Let's see. I've got so used to the grid. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So I can hide behind the bushes.
You're pretty close. You can get down. You can get down.
Yeah, I can squat down and
Yes.
hide like that. Okay. Even though I'm a big guy.
Okay. Okay. Salty eye. Wisdom save.
Come on, Salty.
10.
10. Not good enough. Still in your dreamlike state as Ivan has laid you down here behind the trees.
She's got that stuff in her.
Ivan.
Run.
Ah.
I suppose if my brother is getting into combat, I'm not going to leave him alone. So I'm
Brother.
Brother. I'm going to move.
Not my brother anymore. So sad.
I'm going to
He's your
move.
brother.
Brother.
I'm going to try to use 30 feet of movement to get to the edge of that hedge.
15, 20. Yeah, you can totally get to the hedge.
Can I get around the corner? Like
Right to
like
it.
around the edge of it.
Wait.
And I would like to try to hide.
Okay, again, so again, crouching down at the end of your run. Toots, what are you doing?
Toots.
Well, I don't really have a lot of options. Guess I'm attacking this thing too.
Okay, so using your half movement to. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and say you're just crouching down. Okay, but yeah, getting up.
So, yeah,
You're just
go
gonna
towards
run over
it.
and attack it.
I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bonus action rage.
Yeah. So bonus action rage, and then guess I'm just gonna go with my hand axes.
Okay. So using your movement.
And I want to attack
20.
like its neck area if I can.
Okay.
It's got a lot of neck. I feel
Okay,
like
so go
that's-
ahead.
Got a lot of neck.
Okay. Stop.
Want to make a joke?
You're both so bad. I
Uh,
don't like either of you.
Okay.
Okay. 20 to hit, not natural.
20. Okay, does hit.
And then I have to do both, don't I?
Huh?
I have to do both.
Yeah,
hand
you have to roll to
axes.
hit with both of them.
18.
18. 18 just hits.
Okay.
That's a lot.
So 7 for the first one.
Okay.
And 10 for the second one.
No, again. Okay. Oh, wait.
I should have done a different thing. Oh well.
Okay, cool.
Twas done.
Oh, wait a minute.
Come on, Zach.
Actually, hang on a second. Yeah, you can feel your
Oh
your
wait. Actually, plus 3 damage to both of those.
okay, so that'll be +2. As you rage and run forward and slam your axes into them, and you've hit things with these axes before. Doesn't seem like it's doing nearly as much damage as it should be. And as the fires rage beside you. Vestamont.
ah, shit.
Oh.
That time I did react. Okay. I got this. I got a thing in brain. Okay. I'm gonna use my wand
Your magic
and then pull
wand?
my hand out of my pants. And then I'm going to use my hands. And I'm going to cast Disintegrate.
Yes. Oh, okay. We might have.
What's my highest spellcasting level?
That's it.
That's it's 5th.
Well, I need to move. I need to move a little bit closer. I think though, a lot closer. I'm gonna use my full movement.
I think it's
30.
120 feet.
30 movement.
Okay.
30 speed.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can still see him over there.
Sweet. I'm gonna look over the hedge. I'm just gonna go bam, like that, and cast Disintegrate. What's my highest spellcasting level again?
I don't know. You got the.
It doesn't. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
6.
I'm at
Yeah.
6. Okay.
It's disintegrated 6 level.
Well, I'm pretty. Well, it's 6th level, but can I cast it at a higher level?
No,
No, wait. What now is it?
Can I cast Disintegrate at a higher level?
no.
No. Okay.
6 is as high as we can go for right now.
Yeah. When you cast the spell using a 7 slot or higher, which you've only got 6th, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I've only got 6 slots.
I'm just learning.
This month's only got
I'm in a
6
new-
slots.
I'm still getting to learn my body. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in this new body. Everything hurts. 'Cause
New
of
body.
levels.
New body. Who does?
My hips are.
What is Vestamont's highest spell slot?
Six.
He's got. He's
Okay,
only
so
got
I'm gonna
access.
cast it at 6. I'm gonna cast it at 6th level, at that dragony looking guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a whole zoom.
Okay.
Just gonna do like this month.
Yeah,
It's a is that a wisdom save? No, it's a dex save.
it's a deck save. Yeah.
Please get it.
It says in the book if you flip over
Okay.
to disintegrate, it'll tell you what you
What
have
is-
to roll to save.
What? What's the
16.
what's the 16?
Yeah. That's good.
24 is what we roll to save. But you still roll. What is it? 10d6 plus 40, and it's half that.
Yes. Okay. I need 10 of these sixes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. One more.
8, 9.
We need
One
D6.
D6.
Yes.
I
But
took yours already.
the green one will be it. Fine. Thank you.
I stole yours.
Vestimon spell, Vestimon's die. It's only fair.
You better roll 6.
10 sixes. Let's go. That's not 10 sixes.
Did you know?
Okay. Calculator.
On it.
Oh,
Hold on.
jeez.
Okay.
Stand by.
What?
All right, send it.
Now
Alright.
it's hard that.
3, 3, 3, 3, 6, 6, 2, 5, 4, 5.
That's it.
Yeah.
Plus 40 is 80 total.
80 total.
Nice.
And you
Half
added
is 40.
his bonus?
Huh?
You added the bonus?
There's a bonus.
Isn't there like an intelligence bonus for wizards? Like you add your
not
intelligence?
not for the damage on that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 20, 35, 40. Okay, so as this thin green as Vestamon steps forward and his mouth mutters a few arcane words, and his hands twist to form symbols, and he holds his staff aloft. Thin gray beam of light shoots towards it, and light kind of gets in between his scales, and you can hear the dragon scream one time and thrash its neck about as it raises its head up, and you see the light, like the sickly light, kind of dig deep in between the scales and spread out as his body contracts and flexes and kind of sucks in before, and you see something that kind of like almost explodes in a light that explodes in his body.
Ooh. I'm gonna slam my staff down and be like, listen to me, dragon. I am Armaeus of Cray. Don't you dare attack any further unless you want to feel banishment. That was cool. Armaeus actually says that.
What language are you speaking?
Common, that's all I know.
Okay, cool.
I know he probably doesn't understand me, but
That's not all you know.
oh, fuck.
Yeah, you can speak dragon.
You can speak Draconic, and I believe you also
It doesn't say so here.
you're also wearing a ring that allows you to speak Sylvan.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how.
Well then I
That's
say
the
that.
mon-
Well then I say it in Draconic.
Okay. Into which the dragon looks at you and sneers.
Sneer back.
I'm gonna die. I think as far as that goes, that's the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm behind this bush.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Mason,
Yeah, I'm not.
protect me with your body. Protect me with my body. Protect you with my body.
Protect us. Everybody?
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
So 20-40 hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay. Let's see.
And my armor class is 14.
I've only got
That's
70.
real good.
6, 11. For 16 points of piercing damage, the dragon comes down on your shoulder and just and bites down one time, and then the second attack with a 28 to hit.
Yep. That does too.
Let's see.
I think it's tragic mistake.
No,
Tragic.
I don't like
As
the
it
way you
did.
said that.
as it does 14 points of damage with a claw attack, and make a strength save.
Oh, I like those.
That's 3.
Okay, let me do that. And then save this to this one.
Oh, I forgot to do these guys. Their movement.
Okay.
So let's shuffle a little bit to the left.
Huh? Yeah, no, they're
28.
those are the party members that are fleeing.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the party members that are left over. Huh?
28.
28? Okay.
Yeah.
So, as the dragon and strikes you with one of its claw attacks.
Also, I have a question.
Yeah.
While I'm raging, I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay, so you're only going to take half damage on that bite attack.
So that was the 16.
And then half damage on both attacks, and you're able to, but even as the claws, and do strike your body, and you feel your body tighten and tense and tense up. The claws do pierce you slightly, but as the dragon is trying to knock you down, knock you over, you're able to and hold onto those claws and kind of resist being thrown aside by the dragon.
Tough.
Yeah. Bitch.
Tough.
It's going to use the rest of it. It's going to use its movement to present itself to the gates.
Use a claw attack on it, and use one claw attack on the house and gate. Okay. So
I don't know if that's a sturdy house or a sturdy dragon.
We'll find out.
I'm hoping house. But also.
as part of the studs, as he rakes in one hand across that, as some of the stone begins to fall, and the door itself falls aside, and there's now a gaping hole in the front of this abode. With it, you feel the entire house
Wow.
What's
Your
going
party
on?
guests are certainly rowdy.
Dandelion steps up.
I guess you could say that. Crashing the bar.
Darling Ember, we have a choice to make now. We stand and fight, or we flee through the gates. The Dream Eaters have returned.
And they are not one to be bargained with.
No,
You are a princess. You have authority.
no.
Thanks.
No, they will enslave all they can for the powers of their mind. They are much like illithids in that way, that they eat other people's mental energy.
I say we run. Is there an escape route that leads discreetly away? Also, do I know if any of my friends are outside? They mentioned they were coming, but never said anything more.
As far as you know, because you left before they left, as far as you know, they're still in the garden.
So I still think they're outside?
Yeah.
So agree.
Princess, are you telling me you have no authority over everything in your realm?
Well, there are things that can still invade.
I I'm sorry, I thought that you were a princess that demanded respect from any of her subjects, dragon or not.
I'm gonna go find the captain of my guard. Gets up. She leaves.
Well then, is there a window I can crawl out of?
Yes, there is. You don't want to go back through the...
Through the main gate with the dragon? Okay, so I peer out the window. Do I see the dragon kind of like off in the distance?
No, you see it. You see it about 20 feet below you.
Can I jump out of the window and cast polymorph on myself and fly as a dragon?
Jump out of the window and cast polymorph. Okay, jumping out of the window can be considered part of your movement.
Okay.
And then casting polymorph would be your action.
Okay.
So, absolutely, you can do that.
And would I be landing on the ground as a pancake dragon, or would I be flying in the air when I get out the window?
If you want to begin casting the polymorph and then use that movement to get the fuck out the window before it's finished, of course you can do that. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
That's metal as fuck, so that is. I'm picturing
Okay,
like some Devil May
where's
Cry
your dragon?
shit.
I don't know. Where is my dragon?
We were using
I can
something
be-
for your polymorph form.
I can be a
using
dragon
that
without the
weird
arm.
There's the red dragon wormling up there.
Where? I don't see it.
Top shelf, far left. The like gold looking one.
That?
Yeah, is that?
That's a fucking gold dragon, dude.
Oh, okay.
Did we just
gold
say it's a
dragon.
red dragon just because?
Yeah, actually, I think that's cooler. We're gonna use the werebat.
Yeah,
Giant werebat for
Okay.
your polymorph version.
That's cool.
Here's that.
No. Did he really?
Okay, good one too. Oh.
And we're gonna use the Jägermeister shot glass for your riser.
Now you're
Did you-
flying.
Leap out the window,
Gives you wings.
Jaeger gives you wings.
and this is your red dragon. This is your red dragon wormling form. This is not your
Okay.
so,
My whereabout form.
which would be fucking dope as fuck
Yeah,
if you ever
it would.
did learn that.
Yeah, that would.
I can totally see you werebatting out all the time.
Stop. Where's my bat?
So goth.
Stop.
I don't care if it's the most powerful thing. It's fucking cool.
Pretty rad, y'all.
Okay. What'd you like to do?
Does the dragon notice me?
Not yet. He's kind of preoccupied with getting into the castle.
How quickly can I get to Ivan?
She got 60 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you use the rest of your movement.
Mm-hmm.
30. You can get almost to him. You can get right next to him
I'm
in here.
gonna
If you
go
fly down.
up as close to him as I can. I'm gonna say, we need to get the fuck out of here.
So you fly right up next to him.
That thing has powers to control the mind, and I don't fuck with that.
I want to, but I can't leave friends in the battlefield.
No, we are going to get our friends and get out.
Fine, do it. Damn, I don't want to fight this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you can still fight it, but I'm not.
I used disintegrate.
Okay.
I want to disintegrate. I can't now though. That's all I had. Just one disintegrate spell. That's it.
Okay. Armaeus, what are you doing?
Well, I hear what Ember says, and I want to grab Salty and head out of here. Since the dragons are distracted, we're trying to get to the princess. I want to get the hell out back to the woods or whatever. So I'm gonna grab Salty and say, "Let's go, everybody." You know.
20, 25. So you can get to her.
That's Vestamon.
Huh?
Are you,
That's the one.
are you still using the same minis?
Nope.
Or?
Sorry.
It's happened.
Oh, wait a minute.
He set himself up for this.
What?
Rude.
Armaeus.
How you
Yeah.
spell it?
Can't get through. Okay, so cool.
Get out of my way, Vestamont.
Okay, cool. So you can get just about to him.
Her.
Never
Her.
mind.
Solia,
Retract
make a
that
wisdom
statement.
save.
18.
Hey! You just begin slowly to shake off the effects of the dream state.
Hey, welcome to reality.
It's like as the nightmarish you see Armaeus running towards you.
Do I notice that she's come unconscious or she's come to?
You're about 30 feet away you're looking at the dragon.
I turn around.
I'm gonna look around and assess the situation.
Make a perception check.
Damn it! I wanted to do something.
That is an 8.
An 8. You see Armaeus and you smell things burning.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna climb the tree.
Okay, noted.
I'm not gonna say a thing. I'm just gonna.
So you shake off the dreamlike effect and able to very quickly shimmy up the nearest tree as Armaeus is standing there in front of you, just like, we got to get out of here. As you
And I'd like to hide.
bonus action hide done. Okay. Goes and hides in a tree. All right, excellent. Ivan, what are you doing?
It appears that the Emperor is going to try to carry me. Or so it seems. So
Excuse me? Did you just make an assumption?
I did.
Did you just assume I was carrying it?
I'm going to. Roughly how far is the dragon? Is it within 60 feet?
Wait, did we call our huntsman buddies?
I've been unconscious. I could.
Yes, it is within 60 feet.
Okay, bonus action, I'd like to hex it.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna cast a hex on it, and then I'm going to use my action to throw
Oh, yeah.
a flask of holy water at it. That would be disadvantage because it's outside 30 feet.
Yeah, so
So
that
I
can
don't.
also be disadvantaged because you're exhausted.
Oh fuck, that's right. Okay, then. Shit, I guess that's what I'm gonna try to do.
At holy water?
Mhm.
All right, cool.
17 or 17 plus 4 makes it 21.
It only hits.
Is there an effect to the holy water, or is it 1d4 in this case?
So, you hurl the flask of holy water. And after you hex it, and for a second, its eyes, those burning red eyes, flash with a quick black as it slows its attack on the house, on this abode, and then all of a sudden glass shatters off of it. And 1d4.
3.
Okay. As smolders across its skin for a moment, and his head turns back toward you.
Let you know its alignment.
So, should I be rolling for initiative, or did you put me in a list?
I just put you in because
Okay.
that's where.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn. I'm going
Okay.
to hold, just in case Ember decides to pick me up. I don't
Okay.
know.
Toots.
I don't know.
Double 2.
Run
2
away.
squared.
What do I want to do?
2 times 2. 2 plus 2. 4.
So, like, is its butt still kind of?
Oh no,
towards
it's
me,
still
or-
in melee. It's still in melee range. Melee.
Well,
I said
but, like-
melee.
Like, what part of the dragon itself is closest to me?
I mean,
Like, can I
you
get
can
to, like,
use
his
your
belly?
You can use your movement to get to any part of this dragon you want. You're right by his tail and the lower half of his body.
Okay. This time, I'm trying to use my javelin, try and stab it in the tummy.
Okay, cool. Roll it.
Aim for the cloaca.
Yeah, I know what that is.
It's where Steve Irwin puts his thumb up crocodiles.
Okay, 8.
8.
Or, wait, no. 8 plus 9, that's math. 17.
17. So as you lunge forward with your javelin, it goes scattering off of his scales.
Yeah. That was that. That was not what I wanted.
Okay.
I tried.
Do you have 2 attacks? or only
Yeah, you
one?
got 2 attacks. You still got another attack. You can do that again if you want.
Yeah, I'll try again. Okay, that one's better. So,
28.
yeah.
And the second time, you feel it as it goes right in between a couple of scales on its belly, and it roll your damage. And you feel it at the end of your javelin begin to quiver and shake a little bit.
10.
10.
Oof.
Okay, cool. As its head whips around to you, Destamon.
Goddamn. Huh?
Distracted and stabbed him in the tummy.
He's distracted. Stabbed him in the tummy.
Just a little bit. Stabbed him a little bit.
Just a little bit. Right in the tum-tum. He probably has an upset tummy at the moment.
The real Vestamon's happy.
I'm gonna cast Conjure Elemental at 5th level.
Before you do that, before you use up a spell slot, you would know that you actually have one of the other rods. You have a rod that will summon a fucking water elemental.
Oh, I thought that was due to Conjure Elemental. Okay, I didn't know that was because of.
You can know you have the spell call it Conjure Elemental.
Oh, I
too.
know that, but I didn't know. I thought I had to use it.
Do you want to
summon
too?
it? So
No,
I'm
no,
gonna use
you
the rod instead.
You can use a rod and summon a water elemental. Where would you like to place it?
Right in front of me, in the way of the dragon, because my everything hurts at the moment.
Right there. Okay, so
Get him!
so
I
the
see
element.
I see you guys are
Squirrel,
casting
I
fire on him.
choose
I'm gonna
you.
throw a water elemental at him.
So
What could go wrong?
Okay, so the elemental enters the initiative, and right now, is he? What would you like to command it to do?
Kill the dragon.
Okay, just kill the dragon.
No, can I ask it to wrap itself around its head and suffocate it?
Drown.
Certainly try.
Yes, drown it. That one.
Give it a hug.
I want to try that. That sounds interesting.
Give it a water hug.
Hey, give it
Wrap
a
the
water
face.
hug around its head until it's no longer breathing.
Okay.
Ooh.
Go.
Okay.
Yep.
Good elemental. Just
Okay.
go water.
Okay. So roll a d20. Roll a hit. Roll a hit for it.
Bam. Ooh.
What's the straight roll?
13.
13.
Oh.
Okay, so as it and then roll a roll 2d8.
2d8. I need one of your things. Thank you. Cool. That is 6.
As it slams into its head. It does successfully make a slam attack, but this creature is too large for it to make a grapple.
It's quite a talk.
So it's the water elemental slams into its head, but you see it struggling to maintain as the water is sliding around its neck, and as the dragon, and you can see the snout come piercing through the water. But it does do damage.
Sweet.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my movement to back up a little bit. Full movement.
Full movement to back up?
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay, so the dragon turns in this space, knocking the hedge that's on fire back. To come full face to face with Tutu.
You got this.
Plan.
You see as the water's swirling around its face, and again another spiral rainbow comes from its mouth. Make a wisdom save.
I don't want that one.
Barbarians are good at that.
A 6, sir.
6? Okay.
Things are going well. No
Cool.
problems here.
18.
That's a lot of dice.
This is. Make sure I'm doing this right.
We're supposed to distract it.
I tried to.
You did. Wasn't enough.
I tried to hug its face.
Well, I guess maybe they would have just focused on this
Yes.
just on the
As you take 64 points of bludgeoning damage.
So half of that?
Yes.
Okay. That makes it slightly less awful.
As the rainbow, you see it again, which you had seen before.
Come out and
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck.
That's not good.
He keeps walking into that room and shit's getting worse.
Probably we should run.
Oh,
Oh. We're
Oh,
getting very
no.
technical.
Not the tape measure.
Holy fuck.
Oh yeah, you're all caught in it. It's a
I'm
90,
in a
it's a,
tree,
it's a
so
90,
how
it's
high
a,
is
it's a 90-foot cone.
is it
What
high?
is it?
It's a 90-foot
90.
cone
You're a
All the way
90-foot
around.
cone.
You're in
So
it.
it's a,
Of what?
You're in it.
of dragon breath.
oh,
So we
here
all
comes
have
the
to do a
worst.
wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Dragon.
And I'm gonna
That's
die.
not bad.
Oh god. 17.
Okay.
18.
Well, we all have to make one.
Wisdom.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter what I fucking make.
Is
anymore.
that my people form or my dragon form?
Huh?
People form or dragon form?
Just use normal stats.
5.
5.
What, do we have to throw something to save ourselves?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a wisdom
Wisdom.
save.
Wisdom save. Roll your d20.
TPK.
Ooh, 19.
19.
We're all dying
Though without
today.
modifiers, that's good.
Plus 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Okay. So. Let's see. Let's just do this once. Okay, everybody who made their wisdom save takes 26. Everybody who failed their wisdom save takes 52.
And how much is the save?
Huh?
What was
17.
17.
Wait, what do you, if you made your save, what now? How much? do you take?
26.
I'm just gonna.
Well, that's mine's dead.
He's not dead.
Because he only had 13 left.
Well, he's down. He's not dead.
He's dead. He only had 13 hit points left.
Yeah, he's,
No, he's
down.
down. Not
Like
He's
dead.
unconscious.
Yeah. I just put him on his.
He's a
Just
dead
put him on his side.
motherfucker.
Oh, wait, hold on 1 second.
So wait.
As
what
I'm
does that
falling,
mean
I'm like,
for
I
me?
just
Do
got here.
Keep what I had. Oh no.
Stop. Please. You can only take so much pain.
Lily's down too.
I'm sorry. I just thought the figure of just made me laugh.
Just no fun.
You,
Okay.
saved, you saved something out? Did you save?
I saved, but I'm hurt. If I didn't heal.
So what? What now? If we took that much damage, what happens? We're out.
If you're unconscious, are you unconscious? Is
Well,
Armaeus unconscious?
No, but Vestamon there.
Oh yeah. So is Lily.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you took 26, so subtract 26 from that.
26 from 70.
Yeah, that's where you're at.
Give me
44.
44.
44.
Okay. Okay. So Dragon says in Sylvan again, you hear the same sort of elegant yet guttural language. Impudent little worm, that hurt. And makes and fucking nat 1 on his grapple attack to try to grab you.
Bless!
Let's go.
Yeah, bitch!
Let's go Goliath.
As it reaches out to grab you, Tutu, and you're just very quickly, easily able to dodge out of the way. And when it does, he stumbles a little bit and steps over with his face in the flames from the burning bushes.
Whoa.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. That's what you get. You deserve that.
Armaeus, what are you doing?
What?
Well, I'm over there by the tree, right?
Yep.
Can I grab Salty by the leg and pull her out of the tree?
Or did
Is
she
she
fall
too
out
high
of the tree
up?
like the dead bird?
I'm hidden.
Huh?
I thought you passed
I'm
out.
trying to get her. I'm trying to get everybody out
Oh,
of
you're
there.
not? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I'm trying to get everybody out of there
Oh, you told me.
so we can leave. You know, we don't want to die. We want to leave. But I can't. I'll leave my comrades. I'm trying to get somebody. Well, why don't I just throw Vestamon over my shoulder since he's out and go with him?
If that's what you'd like to do.
Yeah, I'd like to throw Vestamon over my shoulder and go out into away from there,
Okay.
off the board.
Okay. So if somebody wants to grab those two and move them off the side, because Armaeus with his 20 strength can definitely pick up an unconscious Vestamon.
He's over there now.
Okay. So Saliana, what are you gonna do from your hidden position here?
I'm going to notice Lily knocked out.
Yes, you definitely saw that as the rainbow breath swept out across and batters you.
I'd like to jump out, grab her, and then go into the tower that she's near. And hide inside.
Okay, cool. So you're able to easily move down out of here and make a quick strength check.
That is a 10.
Okay, you're able to whip her up and use. You can get to the door, but you can only move half your speed while carrying her. So, but you can get. Well, we'll say just inside the door.
Okay.
Okay. Of this tower.
This
All right.
is puffed up.
Ivan, what are you doing?
It appears the bulk of the forces are running, so I'm going to follow Saliana and Lily into that building. When I get there, could I use my action to feed Lily a minor health potion?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Oh no, Ivan's unconscious.
Oh no.
Your mini fell over.
I'm sorry. Before I do that, as we walk in, what do I see inside this tower?
inside this tower, you see it's just like a nicely appointed small library on this first floor. There looks to be like a small area where, like a snack service area where.
Okay, then I will feed Lily the potion.
Okay, so as she's draped over Salty Eye's shoulder, you tilt her head back and force a potion into her mouth, and instantly, as it begins, the color starts coming back to her face, and her eyes flutter really quickly. And she looks at you, and she's like, she looks at you. She's, why did Ember leave me?
She didn't. She's dealing with something, but it's going to be okay. You're going to see her again. Just we need to. And I'll shut the door, hopefully, as I...
We need to...
Yeah, as I entered the door.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if the dragon saw us come in here. We need to be very quiet.
Tutu, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna...
I mean, you can take it on 101.
No, not
Glorious giant suicide.
anymore. Yeah, not at this point.
I mean, you'll go down in history as a hero.
Yeah, and
Think about it.
that was not my plan here. I joined y'all because you were nice to me. I don't know that I want to be a hero for the world. I'm gonna run. Its head is in the fire, so I'm gonna kind of try and run like behind that tree over there.
So
Yep.
you're gonna run to the tree?
Like, yeah, I want to kind of try and like hide behind as much as I can.
I can imagine he's just watching
as you-
as
as-
you're
as you
running
do-
away.
As you do, you provoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
Okay,
I don't like
uh,
that.
So with the 28 hit,
Yeah, that freaking hits.
Frickin'.
Stop.
oh, it's not that bad.
No,
It's
what?
only 8 points of damage.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
as
think-
you
Plus 60.
so as you begin running away, okay, Vestamon's out. The elemental makes another slam attack because it was told to kill. Oh, for a hit. Okay, that's good. And actually, as the water elemental moves over the dragon's face again,
Keep going,
the
buddy.
fire goes out.
My bad. Sorry, I'm unconscious. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Well,
Yeah, I talk like an old man now. My bad.
And you see reinforcements come spilling out of the.
About freaking time.
Yeah, you see the princess's guard come spilling out of the elemental. And Lily says, Lily is now her turn and she's like, is Ember still out there with that thing?
The last I saw, she was.
It says, I'll die before I let her get destroyed by that. And she opens the door.
I'm still holding her though, right?
No, she
Oh.
she got her, so she's down. She opens the door and steps back outside. And says, Ember, where are you? And she takes off running. 5, 10, 15, 20. Are you on the ground or are you in the air?
I was on the ground with Ivan. I
Okay.
thought.
And she takes one look at your face as you're on the ground. She says, I'd know those eyes anywhere. Die, foul beast! And pulls out the flask and Spomby.
this is the most epic fucking fight.
Spomby enters the field.
Yeah, now I'm really
Now
glad.
Spomby is in initiative.
Oh my goodness.
You know what, man?
And Spomby,
Combat
What's
bonus.
his name? Zombie or Zombie?
his name is Spomby.
How you spell that?
Spombie. just like it sounds.
You
And
made sure everyone
Spomby,
used all my
and as he manifests on the field in a flash of brilliant green light, and he looks back over his shoulder and at Lily standing there, looking not all well. She's looking pretty frail at this point, and turns back around and bites down on the dragon's neck. And let's see.
I don't want to see this fight in CG now. Tyrannosaurus Rex and a dragon
I
fighting.
know.
Oh my god.
D&D is the fucking coolest, man.
Okay.
You can't say that shit as
As
badass.
you see. Okay. Shit. Somebody else roll for the dragon, because this is like
Okay.
because I've been rolling. Okay, just roll it.
I'll take all my roll. I want my roll.
I got 3.
I got 2. I want my roll.
You got 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 3.
Okay. As Spomby latches down on the dragon, and the dragon is now restrained.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Spomby now has the dragon's neck in his grasp. We're back to the top of the order. A strength check from the dragon. 3. Oh, and okay, and it's going to take damage doing it though.
Oh, shit.
As the dragon puts the one claw up against Spomby, was one and rips his own neck out. And then turns and and that one and a 19, and let's see, that's 2d6 plus.
Is it the dragon's
6.
turn again?
Huh? Yeah, we're back at the top of the order. It's about to be your turn again.
Oh, okay.
As it turns and is able to extricate itself from Spomby's teeth and rakes one claw across its shoulder, and you see rend marks from where the dragon's claws hit, as both beasts are roaring back and forth at each other. Ember, what are you doing?
This is a Pokemon.
You know what?
battle.
Can I fly to the dragon, get on his back, and start like attacking and biting, maybe giving him disadvantage with a T-Rex grappling him and
You
a
can
dragon?
absolutely try, absolutely. But you're in your red dragon wormling form. You're not a werebat, so you've got claws and dragon's breath, and you've got all kinds of tools at your disposal. Whatever you want to try to do, you can certainly
right.
try.
I'm going to fly over to him.
60 feet, easy enough to do.
Can I grapple? Wait, is grappling and attacking two different like actions?
Yes.
Well, then I guess I'll go ahead and grapple his back
Okay.
while the T-Rex has been attacking his front,
Okay, cool.
and do a nice little
Okay.
bite action.
Okay, so make your grapple attack.
4.
4 plus what's the strength on that red dragon?
4. 8.
8. So
Yeah.
its wings are. You're not able to get a firm hold.
Is that it?
Don't you get a bonus attack or something?
Bonus actions. Yes, you as Ember do. Do you have any bonus actions that you want to try to do?
Well, since he's batted me off with his wings, we'll try a fire breath pointing away from the Tyrannosaurus Rex and away from the
Okay, so
guards.
you can easily move yourself around and
So D20?
wait. No, hold on a second. I think it's actually on a. It's actually he has to make a dexterity save.
Okay.
So. Oh, let's see. And he rolled on for a dexterity save. It's plus 10 2, 12, and he had to make a 13. So he fails. So
Really?
roll 76.
Alrighty. I need
Shit.
76.
Yes.
I got like 5.
Oh wait,
I've got
does my bracers count?
No.
Ah.
Polymorph.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that would be
Ah.
amazing though.
I know.
If you could take off your bracers, polymorph, then put them onto your red dragon wormling form, that would work.
I did that.
That would.
So, 6, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
28? Nice.
Oh wait, do I get at least a charisma
Yes.
bonus? So, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Fuck.
32. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll 1 DPS.
We needed you.
What would we ever do without Ember?
Okay. And so, as Ember maneuvers around,
Probably not be on fire.
but Ember
Well.
maneuvers around and gets herself situated where she can and blast her fire breath out. And hits the dragon and spreads out and around it, and the ground around lights up with flame.
Also,
Yeah.
is he fire resistant?
Not magical fire.
Okay. Because I was about to say, not anymore.
Okay, so Armaeus is not on the field anymore.
Yeah, we got the hell out of there.
Salty Eye.
I'd like to go and find the window from the tower facing
Okay.
the dragon.
Okay, easy enough for you to do. You can. There's a window on this floor, or if you wanted to run up the short stairs around the side, so you can be looking down a little bit. There is, in fact, a window that's very easy for you to see, where you can see through the trees.
Is it glass, or can I open it? Or is
You
it...
reach up and there's a small catch, and you fling it open, and there in front of you,
Alright, I'm gonna...
you see Ember on the back of this dragon, and the remnants of her fire breath.
I'm gonna hit
Going.
the dragon with my bow.
Okay, roll a hit. Boom.
That is 19 to hit.
19. That hits. Nice.
And is that sneak?
That's a sneak attack, yes, because he is engaged with 2 other creatures.
Nice.
Ooh,
Where's the room
okay.
when we need it?
10.
Insta
20 damage.
crit stealth.
20?
Yeah,
Is that including your stealth
Oh.
stealth bonus and everything?
21. I did. My stealth is a 4d6. Yeah, I got 21. Actually, no, not. It's just 20.
Okay, cool.
Got really high rolls on that.
Nice. I like those
Absolute
numbers.
killer.
6, 7,
We're all getting high numbers here. We're just like
9,
Well,
10,
not all of us.
11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. All right. So there we are. All right. See, where are we now? Let's see. Toots.
Okay. Do I still have my javelin, or is it?
No, you still
stuck
have
in
it.
the
You were able to
side?
pull. You were able to pull
I
it back.
wasn't sure.
Yeah, you were able to pull it back. I believe you have 4 of them, by the way.
I don't know.
I think you have 4.
That
I'm pretty
sounds
sure you
right.
have 4. So even if you did lose 1,
I
you have
do.
3 others.
I do have 4.
true.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of do the same thing as Jazzy, and I'm gonna
that's who?
try and throw Salty Eye.
Who's Jazzy? Jazzy.
And like, it's 30 range.
Yeah, you're definitely within range.
So,
Yeah, you're definitely within 30 feet.
So yeah, I'm gonna throw the javelin
Roll
at
to hit.
it. 11.
11. It just as it's thrashing back and forth, and screaming in pain from the fire and trying to dodge Spomby's attacks. They part for just a moment, and your javelin just sails right past. You have another attack.
Yeah.
And your movement. What do you want to do? You hug another javelin? We want to run up? What do you want to do?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do javelin again.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully this one sucks less. Yeah, that sucks much less. 21.
21 hits, so you like cuss for a second, whip out another javelin and let it fly. Your muscles rippling through your arms and shoulders and
7.
for 7 damage.
Yeah. So I'm no longer freaking rage because I'm dumb.
That's 50.
Okay, and the javelin and you see again where you had stuck it in the belly before. It finds the spot in the same chinks of its armor on its underbelly. And the javelin and sticks into it as it. Okay. Then Vestamon's being carried away. And Lily says, "Go, Spomby, go! Destroy! Oh,
Destroy.
Kill him.
Take his soul.
okay."
You should have played Demon Summoning Warlock.
Take his soul. As he does this really fucking crazy move, he goes wham and just spins around one time and whips it with his tail attack.
And then falls over.
and
It's not very balanced.
his tail whips up and slams into the area of the belly where the javelin went in.
I love this fight so much.
Oh,
I love this fight so
hold on a
much.
second.
We got,
Oh no.
we got tail with the T.
Oh, that's 3d8.
we got-
Okay.
Oh,
It's Godzilla!
Mind swapping dragons. We got
8,
watermelon.
14.
Fires everywhere.
19 plus 7. Or 26 points of damage.
Damn.
How's this thing not dead yet?
It's a dragon.
It's probably no, I'm not gonna say that because I doesn't know. Getty has a theory.
Okay.
Who's Getty?
Some weird guy. I don't know.
Gaddy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Gaddy has a theory.
The official change.
You still have to
And
change
then,
my name on
and
that.
then again, it goes in for another bite attack. Oh no. And at this time, Spomby goes in to bite, and realizes at the last second he's about to bite Ember, and holds back as the and misses with his teeth because he doesn't want to hurt
so
Lily's
now
friend.
You don't attack friends. Cool.
He's learned.
He's a good dino.
He's a good pupper.
Lily's trained him well.
Let's see. As
I'm
the
so
guard
salty about
now move out
I'm salty.
and begin surrounding the dragon.
All right, so we're gonna roll for all 4 guards at once. Oh, okay.
I don't like that.
No.
Do you like that?
Yeah. Okay. So,
Okay.
as the guards begin rushing forward, there's a wounded spot in the side of the dragon, and they begin all lashing out at the same time, and 3 of them find their mark. Don't do a whole lot of damage, but they do some damage. And the dragon begins to falter for the first time. You see it begin sort of falling back a little bit. But then the dragon does spot the main source of its ire, Spomby. And, oh wait a second, roll to see it. Little shit. Okay, well, at least he can't. Okay. Somebody roll a d20 for me. Anybody pick it?
I got it. Kill.
Do it then. Excited.
5.
From now on, that's the enemy dice.
Okay, so yeah, he failed his wisdom save. So Spomby, again, another bright spiral of dragon breath light comes out and just and washes over Spomby, and he roars and screams and staggers backwards from it. As Spomby, I'm just going to use the average there, and he looks really badly damaged from that. He's
Wait, Spomby or the dragon?
Spomby.
Oh no, I heard Spomby.
Spomby. He's as the bludgeoning damage ripping flesh from his chest and the side of his neck as he staggers to about half. He looks rough already.
Spomby.
How does the dragon look?
When it comes back around, can I run back onto the field with my hell gun and try to shoot the dragon?
You could, of course you can.
I mean,
Of course you can. If you want to set best of
If I
mind.
see the fight being engaged now.
Oh, hold on a second. I need 2 death saves from you.
I was wondering when that was going to happen.
Yeah, we've been around the table twice since you've been unconscious.
7 for the first one.
Okay, so you've saved 1.
I failed one.
Huh? Oh, no, that's right, you failed 1.
Yeah, 7's.
13 for the second one.
Okay.
My heart.
Failed 1, saved 1, failed 1. Okay. So,
I'm stressing now.
Yeah.
okay.
So I took my shoes off.
Just shake me till I wake up.
That I will admit. But they've also been off some time.
Ember, what would you like to do? You're on the dragon's back still.
Okay,
Healing
so
potion?
so
It's
does
still
dropping polymorph cost an action?
Yes.
If I used quicken spell, would I be able to make up for
Oh, I
another
do.
spell?
What's it called?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's what your
theoretically-
sorcery points are for.
Yeah. Okay.
Which you,
If I have a
Ready?
spell that has a 20-foot radius, where can I attack on the dragon so it doesn't hit Spomby? Like the ass end of the dragon?
yeah, you could put it on the wingtip over here and it wouldn't make it all the way over to Spomby.
Okay, so what I'm
So
gonna
you
do,
move it.
I'm gonna drop it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use rope.
You were on the back of the dragon?
Alright, I'm gonna use robes of
That's badass.
Actually, I'm gonna, once again, I want to be in an area where I'm not going to
Minor
hit
healing?
Spomby, but robes
okay.
of immolation in combination with the quicken spell, when fireball, so I need 12d6. There's 4.
Yes,
Here's
ma'am.
5.
There's 1.
6.
Okay. I think that's too many.
So
This one
4,
needs to screen die
6.
back.
Oh no, math. Hi.
Or,
1, 2,
Armaeus,
3,
sorry.
4,
Calculator's ready.
Friends.
5,
Help.
6,
I tried.
7, 8, 9, 10,
11.
11,
12.
12.
Use friends dice.
Call it out.
Yeah. Mine can work with this.
So 6, 2, 1, 5, 5, 4, 4, 6, 4, 1, 1, 1. Plus 4.
44.
44. What's the save on that?
For fireball.
No, your spell DC.
Oh, my spell DC? 15.
Got a 14.
Really?
So he failed his save.
Boom.
What was the total there?
44.
44.
Oh!
Damn.
Let's see.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
And we're just fucking pulled. No, never mind. I can't say that.
So
What? I pulled a what?
Nah, it's TOS. I can't say that.
22.
An ass.
Oh, it's the fireball. It radiates out around him, and he cries out a massive. And Armaeus, what do you want to do?
Also, should it be
I
taking
want
fire
to-
damage?
Huh?
Should it be taking fire damage throughout the rest of the round, or?
I want to.
Sorry, I'm being,
Bless
I'm
you!
being cheeky.
You let me worry about that.
I want to cast this healing potion on Vestamon.
Oh, you want to use a healing potion on him? Jam a healing potion in his mouth? Okay, cool.
Please.
Done. Okay. So,
I should have done it earlier, but I just thought of it.
2d4 plus 4 for minor.
yeah, 2d4 plus 4.
So roll that twice and add 4 to it.
Yeah, so
Great.
he gets 2 plus
1.
One
So 3
plus-
plus 4.
3, so 8,
7.
7 hit points back, and as the healing potion hits your mouth again,
Thank God.
your eyelids flutter for a second, and you're like, and you swallow the rest down and brought back to consciousness.
Can I get a pencil, please? Thank you. I reacted the same way. I was like, ah.
Okay. Outstanding. Oh my God. Salty Eye, what are you liking to do?
Where am I in the initiative? Because I think I got skipped last round.
Did you? We went Salty Eye 2-2-2.
Oh yeah.
We did. Okay, Ivan, go ahead and take your turn now.
So, question. So last round, Lily ran out.
Yeah. So you want to make your 30 feet of movement?
I would have followed her. If I burn my action to dash, can I? How tall are those hedges? Are they like waist high? Can I?
They're about shoulder high.
Okay.
You could leap over that.
I would like to do that.
Unless
And
you
then
wanna be
I'm
a
going to action surge,
Okay.
and let me see. Any chance, by the grace of Tyr, that I'm within 10 feet of the dragon's head?
I like to take measure.
Yes, but if you extend your arm, you can just hit him on the fucking snoot.
I'm gonna attempt to do that.
Boop his nose.
You can boot the snoot.
So as
Bad dragon.
I jump and like clear the hedge, I want to like turn to the side and just like crane the whip as hard as I can, just for a vertical slash going down. So that's what I'm going for.
Roll a hit.
Fuck, that's a miss. That is that's
It's a
11.
It's better.
11.
Yeah, super low.
As everything's going on all at once, and there's so much movement, the whip comes down and just grazes the air, just barely misses the tip of his nose.
And then I'll try to recover and try to bring it around for my second attack.
Okay, cool. Do it.
That's gonna hit. That's a 21.
21.
Yes. 21 to hit.
That is.
Oh, thank God. I hate when you do that.
How would you like it to happen?
Oh, God,
Oh,
yes!
let's get to do it!
Okay, so my plan was with the Radiant's Whip.
It doesn't matter what you roll after this, because he had 1 hit point left.
Really?
We're down to his last
Nice.
hit point.
I wanted to. Okay, so
I would have killed it.
he's hexed, so my plan was to detonate the hex.
Okay, cool.
So what I would like is come up over the hedge, whip comes down, misses by a bit, recover, swing it back around again, and just slice a piece of his like snoot open.
Okay.
And then as the shadow in the hex detonates from the blood, I just want the blood just to.
So again,
Sweet.
the first one with all the chaos of this battle and fireballs exploding and everything, the first one just grazes past his nose as Spomby and this dragon and Ember now riding his back, detonating fireballs, and you bring your whip back around for another wide swing, and it catches, and for a moment everything seems as if it stops as the hex takes hold, and like all the sound from the battlefield just goes as the hex is blown, and as his head whips around, and the blood and some sort of spectral magical matter from the inside, that rainbow that you had seen blowing from his mouth before, that dragon's breath, goes and turns back and then back in on itself, and then and as the blood explodes and the 4 eyes on either side, as blood comes pouring from the eyes, and the wound opens further and further as he crumbles to the ground, and one last time as it and the red fades completely from the eyes, and one last bit of dragon's breath
a little rainbow spiral dies and turns black.
Ow!
Does it break our spell so we can go back to ourselves?
And does. Lily comes running over. Spomby, his blood just pouring from the wounds on his chest. Lily comes running out. She's like, thank you so much. He's hugging around his enormous legs. He's staggering back and forth. And she's like, let's get you some rest, big guy. And he disappears back into his. And you take a moment, and a cheer goes up from the guards. Yes, a victory for our princess! A victory! And again, Ember is able to climb down off the back of the dragon. What would you like to do from this point?
I'm going to cast Grease underneath the dragon. And I say, let's celebrate the right way.
Wait, before you, I know what you're thinking, Vestimaeus.
I like to be called Armand.
So be it, old man.
You want to make some bacon out of it?
No, give me a moment. This is something I need to do. I'm gonna walk up to the horns on the top,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try with everything I have to break one off.
Okay, cool.
I want to go grab my javelin.
Or if I need to, if I need to use,
Easily able to recover your javelin.
if I need to use a blade or something to cut some of the area around the flesh where the horn meets the skull, I would like to try to rip that out.
Okay.
And as he's doing that, I'm going to be at the throat and cut the throat open, see if I can find the organ, perhaps, that was a part of the magical rainbow.
Okay, so you can start. So again, working at the jowls, it's like you guys begin immediately.
Just not saying anything, just.
Just start.
Getting our hands all bloody.
Okay, I drag Vestamon back up to where my comrades are.
Okay,
I just
so
drag him by the-
you guys are able to.
I
Yes.
just drag him by the shirt and walk up there with him, dragging him.
How come we haven't changed back yet?
That's what I want to know. We should have broke the spell. No, I asked.
I'm asking that as Vestamon. Just
This whole place is fucking weird. I am so sick of the fucking Feywild. I don't know of this magic. I don't know anything about these lands.
This place,
and
it's always like midday here. I'm in Vestamon's body. Mystios is a goat. He's starting to say, "Bah, I want to leave."
I'm gonna message Princess Dandelion, and if she's in range, and I'm gonna say, "We got you a boar. We killed a goddamn dragon for you. Send us home."
You should try asking her nicely between her legs.
Please.
There is no reply.
But, alright, I'm gonna step outside and just kind of join everyone.
I imagine scenario. Let us leave. No response. I'm just gonna go.
Okay.
The table's leaving.
That was such a good fight.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That
I
was
was so nervous.
that was truly epic on so many levels. The
Yeah.
fucking T-Rex versus a dragon,
that
water
was-
elementals,
Oh,
just
I'm walking back over and I'm
fire
wondering,
everywhere, fucking beams of disintegration, like fucking purple-haired Goliaths.
Thank you.
We are, as I'm fucking cutting around this horn, trying to cut it out. You'd be like,
You realize as you're cutting around now that you've gotten that deep, you realize that the horns are actually fused to the skull. you're going to have to break the bone somehow.
Can I use one of my hatchets to try to chisel
Oh,
away?
for sure, man.
Also, we can just try decapitating it and cleaning the skull up and then taking care of it later.
That
Taking
was
whole
the
skull.
second part of my plan.
I'm gonna walk over with the rapier and just start hacking at its neck.
Okay.
Everybody, the dragon's dead. Start stabbing it.
I want to take my dagger and just start stabbing it a couple times.
Okay.
Actually, this brings up a good point. Since everyone's here, Armaeus, I'm going to need your help with
What?
this. Not you, Vestamon.
Sorry,
This
sorry.
one.
It's gonna take some getting used to.
Listen.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What do you
confused.
need?
I'm Armaeus.
Apparently, at some point, this big...
I thought that was a joke in my head.
No, apparently, at some point, while you were off with your princess, these two... Some shit went down and they got swapped. I don't know what happened, but we're going to figure it out together. But I know where we are from, dragon parts are particularly valuable. And for those of you who practice magic, they can be used to create things.
What do you think I'm doing? As I'm hacking away and talking to you.
I was going to say we need to harvest the claws, the horns.
Teeth.
If we can get teeth, that would be great. If we can get the hide off this thing, God knows how we're going to carry it. But
Do what you can when you can. Because,
Well, I mean, I have
because when
my
we're done
hole.
here, when you guys get it apart, I'm going to set this thing on fire.
No,
I have my
can-
portable hole, but it has a you-know-what inside.
wait, the company bag
And some buckets.
should have lots of room for stuff. I don't. Well, let's see how big this hide is.
A
We're,
whole hide.
we're gonna
Why are you laughing,
delegate
Zach?
as much as we can.
I want to go.
I just love. I love watching you guys loot. It's amazing.
Why?
I love it.
everything.
I do. I love it.
But yeah, if you can't get the teeth and the horns out, we'll just take the head and sell it
Mhm.
as a whole piece. I think the whole thing's
no,
more
I
valuable.
do not wish to sell it. This is going to be a piece to be celebrated. This is something we can display this back in.
Hey, remember that one time we almost died? Which one?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
But-
trophy.
Wait,
I've almost
Vestamon.
died at least 4 times with you guys.
Minimize.
Vestamon. Then I'm gonna put my hand on Armaeus. It is you, correct, Vestamon? You are the real Vestamon, correct? Not this one.
No, I am.
No, you're. I think I know who you are, but are you Vestamon?
I'm Armaeus.
This is our first real dragon kill.
How do you know that's not Armaeus? Maybe Vestamon's just confused.
Because this
He's always
one-
been a little loopy.
Because this one keeps calling me brother.
Brother.
We have a very
Vestamon's seen like Armaeus
we have a
call
very
you
particular
brother?
way that the family says that word, and he's the only one saying it correctly. Is that not right, brother?
Brother.
It's a mix of draconic and common. We say it that way. It's brother.
I know Draconic and Common. Don't you think a wizard can figure that out?
It's a hunch. I'm going with it.
Okay.
Just
For some reason, what I think what happened is Vestamon is inside of my body, and I'm in Vestamon's body, and for some reason, Vestamon isn't telling you guys that he is in my body.
and we're having this discussion while we're hacking through
Yeah.
words.
I'm gonna yell at the guards, "Where's the princess?"
The two guards that are remaining now, the other two is like, it's like we've sent word for our princess, but we've as yet heard anything from her.
Wait. I'll stop like elbow deep in like dragon throat for a second. Didn't she come get you?
No, we came of our own accord because we heard that the castle being attacked.
Last I heard of her, she was going to fetch for you while I went to slay the dragon heroically.
We haven't seen the fair lady.
Rubbing.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going at it.
Okay. Okay. Now you're okay. Make an investigation check.
Can I
Because you're
ask?
looking for something in particular.
Can I ask them like
Ha
about the whole like how this came to be, and then ask questions about what the lady's doing in the well?
I'll do it.
Well, like what the hell happened?
24.
That there is a whole dragon that we just had to fight. Because I feel like you guys had something to do with it.
No. This had for the first time I can say with confidence this had nothing to do with our meddling. But the dragon,
So, like,
the dragon spoke. I don't know if any of you could understand it, but He said that he wanted the dandelion dead.
But wasn't that a dream eater? Didn't the other people have to sacrifice the jade tiger to bring them to be?
I'm not.
What
Who
jade tiger?
sacrificed a tiger?
I'm not going
Who
to.
Why
sacrificed
is your
some
eye all
jade?
itchy?
I'm not
What's
going.
going on?
I'm not going to even
Questions.
begin to act like I know what's going on. But this can't be too different from how it is in the prime material. Someone did something that brought this thing to life and summoned it here.
That's what I want.
We saw that woman drop something in the well. We don't know what happened to her, why she disappeared, but then this thing showed up. We had to fight the living shrubbery, and Armaeus and Vestimon began acting strangely after the dragon touched both of them. These are facts. This is what we have to work on.
Mm-hmm.
My arm is going deeper into the dragon. I am now armpit deep into its throat, and I rolled a 24.
For your investigation?
Yeah.
So, while you guys are all bantering back and forth, Ember keeps digging deeper and deeper into the throat and back up into the jowls, and it's tough going. It's tough going as she's ripping, and the scales. A couple of these purplish scales come off. They're incredibly fucking light, but they're as you bang them together, they're some of the hardest material that you've ever seen. This is as hard as any fucking sword or dagger that you've come across, dragon scale. And you start and you reach up in and you finally feel something that feels the rest of this dragon is warm. You feel something that's very cold up inside of the neck, and you rip a couple of more scales off and dig a little bit deeper, and at last you find one thing. It still has like a swirl of rainbow inside. It looks like the active gland still for the where the dragon's breath was produced, and you're able to very carefully take your knife and there's like little whispers of dragon's breath magic coming out of it as you able, and you have in your hand from the throat of the dragon. It's about that big, the gland that produces this dragon's breath.
Do I know how to, like, actively preserve it? Do I shove it all in a little bottle? Do I wrap it up and call it a day?
That is so fucking metal, by the way.
This whole thing has been metal.
Or do I know it'll be okay if I just, like, wrap it up and put it in my bag?
Make a nature check.
I would like to collect as many scales as possible.
I bet you would. Okay.
Okay, and for my nature check, I got a nat 19, so 21.
21. You know that this is actually you've because of your draconic heritage, your dragon scales having formed on your own body, or your draconic origins, right? That this is actually incredibly dangerous, and you'll probably need a special container to put it in if you're going to keep it for any length of time, because as the dragon gets further and further away from the time that the dragon died, the more and more volatile this will become. For now, it would be safe to just throw in a bag,
Okay,
but you better do something with it soon.
I'll wrap it up and put it in the bag.
Okay.
Wrap it up in the bag.
Okay. You're gonna spew out by me. I've got to spew rainbows.
That's so much.
Do you guys on your things?
I don't know how much progress have I made on cutting this thing's head off.
I'm trying to pick off scales.
Okay.
I'm going for teeth.
After it takes about 2 hours, but you're finally able to remove the head.
Can we say that I was able to assist by, like, grabbing the horns and pulling the neck taut so she could cut cleanly?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you're able to
takes about 2 hours, and in those 2 hours, you are able to collect, because they don't come off easily. You're able to collect. 129 dragon scales.
Okay.
Fancy.
Let's just
Where do you want to put them?
I would like to pull out my portable hole
Okay.
and look around and see if the guards are looking.
Okay, make a perception check.
That's a 5.
You don't even see the guards right now.
I'm sitting there holding the company bag open.
I'm looking at him with the company bag. I'm looking at my portable hole that's still folded up, and I'm like looking at all the skills I have. How many skills do you think will fit in there?
Presumably all of them. This bag is fucking huge.
Yeah, you
I'm
should be
gonna
able to fit.
shove my portable hole back in and just.
Okay, so again, taking and scooping them all up and able to stick them into the bottom of the company bag. Now you have this massive dragon head. What do you plan on doing with this?
With the head, I'm thinking the neck.
As a dragon person, you should wear the dragon's head as a helmet.
So
That's not how this works, but I enjoy the enthusiasm.
So slowly coming from out of the shadows from under the trees, you hear voices.
Do I recognize the voice as the princess?
Make perception check.
10?
No, you don't even recognize the language.
Oh, okay.
Does it appear that we've drawn a crowd? Are there people coming out of
Make a
the...
perception check.
14.
There do appear to be many faces looking at you. Most of them, the faces of horses.
The hunt.
There are not bloody human faces.
Oh, okay.
Horse faces.
Like actual horses.
Actually, as your eyes adjust to the light of the shadows underneath these trees, and you're looking out 60 feet this direction, 80 feet in that direction, coming from the shadows of the trees. They're not just horse faces, there are at least 15, 16, 17 unicorns moving towards you.
Wait. Was I there when I heard about the unicorns being dangerous?
No.
No, I wasn't. Okay.
I was there though.
I was the
we
one
heard
that
they
had
were
the main
dangerous.
conversation with Katana about
Guys.
the unicorns breaking his heart.
Guys, I'm not in shape at all to do this.
No. We
Let's
should...
go about this
Give
politically.
them what they want.
Well, let's... Do you want to just go
Maybe-
inside?
Let's do this with democracy.
Maybe we can make a trade with them if unicorns are oh so powerful and everything too. If any of us know what they're saying, maybe
They don't
they
have
can-
opposable thumbs. All we have to do is go inside and shut the door.
I'd like to
No, but
speak
I mean,
Elvish
maybe they can
to
get
the
us back
unicorns
Okay.
to
and
our
say,
realm.
hello.
Touche.
Can you understand
That's
me?
what I'm getting at.
One at a time, please.
Does it look like it's
Beautiful, regal creatures.
Does it look like it's taking
Tall
a
and muscle bound.
attack stance, or is it just stomping its feet?
Make a perception check.
Legendary creature.
9.
Tall and muscle
9?
bound.
Yeah.
You don't know much about the body language of unicorns.
I'm above average.
I'm gonna point at the
Oh.
dragon and say, "We killed it."
They begin moving in closer and closer around you.
I'm gonna stay still.
They move up. Okay, let's go ahead and get where you are in your, as you're around the body of this dragon, this slain dragon.
I suppose we would have been by the head,
Yeah.
having
Okay,
just
so you
pulled it.
managed to remove the head.
Um,
A large section of its hide is
for the
stripped of scales.
for the head. Could we say that I was able to take handfuls of just loose dirt and just clump it into where the neck was, so it won't bleed all over the bag? Kind of make like a makeshift
Oh,
mud
you're trying to fit this dragon's head in your bag?
in the company bag if it's possible.
You don't know about that. Is
Okay.
that? Is it? It's not the bag of holding, is it?
It was, yeah.
So we got so much in there now.
Oh, the
I
bag
think
of
I
holding.
wear
Bag of
it.
holding will hold a lot of shit.
I think you ought to wear it as a helmet myself.
I mean, there's still brains and skull
Yeah,
and shit.
still gotta clean that out.
Oh, wow. We could cook and eat that.
I've got no problem just carrying it as long as it doesn't bleed and drip all over the floor.
What
What do you hear about
Hey.
that?
Hang it up.
Trying to get an
right
audience with the princess.
Okay. The bag has is roughly 2 feet in diameter at the mouth and 4 feet deep and can hold up to 500 pounds, not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet.
And the head is definitely way bigger than that.
The head will not fit into this bag.
All right, then I will.
It will have to
Strap
be.
it to your back.
It will probably have to be tied to the back of someone who is really stout and strong.
Actually, wait. I have an
Damn.
idea.
Put it on his-
That's me.
Wait, no,
Put it on his first.
no. One of you just roll it up in the back of my cloak and just tie it over the top. Like a
Or
little-
how about we
like a-
tie it up on the hangman's post so that it dangles from the noose?
I still want to know if Armaeus can carry that. We never really found that out.
No, you did not.
I can carry it.
If you can carry it, that probably means he cannot.
Yeah, it's
Give it a
from your
shot.
soul.
Well, can I carry it? I'm from Armaeus.
As Armaeus moves over to the hangman's post, he a little difficulty at first, and then something inside him, and he is able to lift it.
And I have 2 people.
Okay. Hang that head in this noose here, and I
All right,
carry it.
fair enough. I'm just gonna tie the noose
The
around.
unicorns
one of
move closer and closer.
I'm gonna watch them and make sure. I'm just gonna like watch them and be still, and make sure they're not gonna do anything.
Does anybody here speak unicorn?
I
Yeah,
don't
do I
know
have,
what
like-
language they speak, but they
Would
they
I be
understand.
able to do
Don't.
it?
Well, don't somebody here
Can
understand?
I use detect
understand
thoughts
languages.
on one of them?
Huh?
Can I use detect thoughts on one of them and like pry into their mind openly, saying
You can,
Hello.
so you can try. Yeah, you can try to detect.
so
thoughts.
like if they really didn't want me in their head, they could knock me off.
Okay, well, so yeah, they get all they have to do is make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Okay, so as you try to detect thoughts, you reach into the one that's closest, that's moving closer and closer to you. Concentrate for a moment and reach inside its mind, and you don't get words. There's a language coming to your mind that you don't understand, but you get the gist of what they're feeling. This, or at least this one is feeling, and it is so hungry.
Everybody stay back from the dragon. Just step away from the dragon.
I'm gonna slowly back away.
We have harvested enough.
And as you all like start moving backwards, the unicorns look at you, and regal, resplendent white coats, muscles rippling, each one of their spiraled horns looking incredibly sharp at the tip. As you move backwards, they move forward,
And they're moving towards us or the dragon.
and as they move now in between you and the dragon.
They're moving between us and the dragon.
Between you and the dragon, one lifts his head and dips it slightly,
Best
its
of luck.
horn pointed at you, as the others move in on the dragon with their horns and begin ripping and rending the flesh until they pull it apart, and until they expose rib and tissue until they finally get to these unicorns are now completely covered in blood and gore as they begin each taking bites of the dragon's heart.
Vestamon,
And the feast goes on for almost half an hour.
tell them, in the way you talk to the fairies, tell them that this was a gift. This meat was a gift from Akhdana.
Oh, good idea.
Listen, my friends. This was a gift from Akhdana.
And you hear back in your mind, it's begin speaking telepathically in Sylvan, a language that you understand only because of the ring that you're wearing.
Okay.
It's like one of the creatures knows our language.
Yes, we are your friends.
Who is it who speaks to Altana?
I do. Armaeus of Cray.
Armaeus of Cray.
Yeah. And I'll step forward, arms open. Just slowly.
And a unicorn, very, very large. Like the top of your head only comes to like halfway up its shoulder as it comes from the center of the crowd of them. This unicorn of the most brilliant white with little tiny brown specks down its neck. Its long white mane, just now a mess of blood from the dragon, and like fresh gore hanging from the corner of its mouth where it had just been moments ago feasting on the heart. It goes up and
Please look at me. I'm
Yes.
hurt. I mean you no harm. I could do nothing to harm you guys.
I would not do anything to harm a friend of Volcatana.
Thank you.
What news do you have of he?
What do we know?
Akhdana hunts in the hedges, and he spoke of a great love for unicorns, or unicorn in particular, but we do
He's
not
heartbroken.
know which one. He was heartbroken, correct.
He misses the unicorn.
Akhdana misses the unicorn. Greatly. It's heartbroken.
And I for he.
Some romantic subplots here.
My
Go on.
My lord and master forbade us to see one another anymore, and I had to tell him that our love could never continue to grow.
Who was your love and master? Or your master?
My love was Akhdana.
I know. I butchered that one.
But my master is the Lord Prince, now King Oberon.
Gotcha.
Hey, Vestamon, ask them how to get to the prime material way to go home.
Good point. My friends, we have a dire emergency. We need to get back to the prime material. Is there any way you can point us in the right direction? I'm sorry for your trouble, by the way. I'm not ignoring that.
Could you give a message to Akhdana?
Gladly. I can send him a message right here where we stand.
Would you tell him that Twirly still thinks about him every day?
Aww.
I think I can do that.
I miss him so much.
Will you get in trouble if I tell him this?
Only if my father finds out.
He won't find out. And I'll relay this conversation. I said, he won't find out, will he?
Nope.
Who's his father?
His father?
Good point.
Her father.
Who's your father? I assumed it was the same person.
I refer to him as my father, but he's our Lord and Master. Yes.
Okay.
The father of all Fae. Our king.
Oberon?
Oberon.
It's Oberon.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not going to. Fuck
It's
with
not
that.
our
So
business.
did
It's
it
not our
say?
business.
Did it say
No.
it would take us home?
Yes, but I'm going to let Achdana know that that the unicorns still love him.
Oh,
See
and
to it.
tell Ochdana we killed a dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to
Make
message.
it
I want to message
love.
Achdana. The difference between Vestamon and Armaeus. I got this. Alright, cool.
So you're gonna use a spell. You're gonna use a spell slot and
Yes.
cast sending.
Yes, I'm gonna use sending
Okay.
to
What's your message to Alchdana?
Achdana. My group and I slayed the Dream Eater that was resurrected. Summoned. Sorry.
Plan ahead.
Also, I've met with the unicorn,
Really?
Twirly. Twirly says he loves you.
Oh.
He?
I
What do you mean?
I know.
Wait, he assumed his gender, so we questioned it. Even I did. I said he assumed his gender.
Yeah.
He assumed
That
his
shit don't exist in
gender.
the Feywild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
kinda
true.
just do
They
each
don't believe
other.
in gender.
He's gonna be like, the fuck's it?
I kind of like side-eye
They don't
the
care about
unicorn
gender.
for a second. Do I see like the little like sheath area?
Make a perception check.
Just like curious now. Let's see. 16.
16.
She is very well hung.
Oh.
Oh.
She is
Very
hung.
well hung.
Twirly,
I'm confused.
Yes.
the message has been sent. Achdana knows.
Thank
Your
you.
words have been heard. I hope you enjoyed your feast, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
I'm working on it.
That's what Vestamon says in common. Now, if you could be so kind, we need to know how to get back to the prime material.
We need to get back to the kingdom of Suzail.
Suzail.
I told you. All you have to do is talk to our Lord, King Oberon.
Where's the clapping coming from?
I imagine.
Good show.
I imagine you.
Good show.
Oh.
Not so many from the prime material.
Oh my god.
Come and on their very first day can slay a dream dragon. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance. Thank you for feeding my children.
Happy to.
I am King Oberon, as you see, stepping out from behind a tree.
Hi.
And that's where we're going to call it.
Oh.
I knew it.
Uh,
That
He didn't hear me.
was a fucking grinder.
He didn't
He-
hear you?
No, he didn't hear me. I'm just gonna say that.
Out loud.
I'm the DM. I'm the DM now. He didn't hear me.
Mm.
Well, the best one I have to say. This has been fun.
damn.
That was a
You
fucking.
can probably switch your bed too.
I have 3 HP, Zach.
I have 7,
I think that's enough.
and we're exhausted.
I got an 80.
I have 4.
I'm sitting at 88 because Tutu stepped up as the tank, so I was like, cool, get it,
Yeah.
girl.
Take it.
We
soak
need
up,
to get you some serious armor, man.
soak up that
Yeah.
As far as I know, she's just wearing like a bikini top.
Well,
Yeah, imagine having like plate
Full
armor.
light leather armor.
Well,
Barbarians actually have a higher armor class when they're
Take it.
Yeah, that's the thing about
Yeah.
barbarians.
Thank you guys.
I mean, I'm pretty close.
Well. I don't want to hear nothing about a fucking anybody complaining about a role play heavy session for a while. We spent fucking 3 hours on the fucking battle boards tonight. That was a lot of fucking combat. That was fucking insane.
Did you?
You know,
That was one of the most
do
epic
you realize
fights
that's
I
the
have
first
seen.
dragon we
And
beat?
as long as
in
I
the
played
past
D&D, that was one of the
2
most
years?
epic fights I've
that's-
ever seen.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that was pretty dope.
That's the first dragon that's
Yeah,
the
that
first
is the
dragon we've
first
actually successfully
A
killed.
dragon T-Rex fight.
Yeah.
No, dragon on dragon with the side of T-Rex.
I got
Yes,
sick
hot
basically.
dragon on dragon
There's
action.
a water elemental just like.
Smashing its
Smack
body
it
against
in
its
the
head.
face.
That
You
final rush at the end of that fight, I told Jazzy. Well, yeah, I told Jazzy because Salty was somewhere else. But my plan with that was I was about to blow Ivan's fucking damage pop. Like I was gonna do everything I could to do as much damage as possible. Like fucking switch to in like subsequent turns I was gonna switch to Soul Hewer, activate it, run forward, pop the curse, and drop the necrotic on it. And just be like, just die.
No, like literally, I was like when that last damage before your attack turn came, I was just like, because it was like 1 hit point away. I was just like, oh man, I really hope this fight, because it's like all it's gonna take is a couple of bad rolls on their part and get back to the dragon's turn, and somebody's gonna fucking die.
Yeah, and especially
And
if
it
that
was
thing
like-
got its fucking breath back. That
Thanks,
would've
Carbon.
That was fucking dope. So.
Carbino.
Oh, Carbon's here. Hey, what up, man?
And Mikey,
Mikey.
we did run, but we still killed it.
Half of us run.
Tactical retreat.
I
yeah,
want
Yeah.
to run.
yeah, that was a.
That was a diff.
I'm glad I got
Yeah.
at least one hit, one really good hit on the
Yeah.
I think I
dragon.
got a new camera.
I'm glad
Down
you
there.
finally fucking
Oh,
made
really?
that wisdom save.
I know.
That
I
was like,
out.
I was like, yeah, I was
Oh.
like, oh shit, she's just gonna be out of it for this entire fucking fight.
So when are we gonna get the change back? I thought it'd break the spell once he was dead.
Yeah, I thought so
Got a
too.
mind
It
swap.
did not.
Zach, if I
It's
I
one of
was
those things
still
we're gonna have to
in,
figure out now, I guess.
if I was still mentally
Take
in
this
that
home with
nightmare
me.
state,
That were
You got some studying to do.
Yeah, I do. I'm
if I
like,
was still mentally in that nightmare state,
No.
no, but if I was when we did that second
that's a cool picture.
spiral, that would have hit instantly.
Huh?
Would that?
Yeah, that would have taken you right back into the nightmare again.
But no, like
Yeah, I will.
if I was
I will
already in it,
guess.
still, if I didn't save, would that hit me
Carbino.
instantly?
Thank
Hurt
you
me
so much
more?
for 20 bits, man.
Wait, what now?
Like if I did not save the wisdom throw,
Yeah.
and he hit me
You
when I
would've
was
taken
still
foot-
in it, would I have had to roll it again, or would
Oh,
I
if he hit you with it again,
when I was
then you-
already in it?
oh, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
You'd have taken full damage. So you'd have taken full damage plus.
which probably would have boosted you past your max HP.
Yeah,
and
it would have
just
taken
flat
you
out
boost
killed
your max AC, which would have been there is no death save.
Yeah, you're fucking proper. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're proper dead at that point.
Yeah.
Damn.
The only thing that can bring you back is a true resurrection spell, which is something of such a high level it would cost so much gold. Because you'd have to have, you've got to have like a diamond worth, 5,000 gold pieces or
Something
something.
like
something
that.
A black
ridiculous.
diamond.
Yeah, no, we ain't doing
A
that
jade
shit.
tiger?
But
Who's the
anywho,
Prince of Death?
I suppose we should probably go ahead and say thank you to anybody who stuck around. It's good to see Carbon, Mikey, you guys, everybody who came by and watched this epic fucking fight tonight.
Yeah.
What a fucking battle!
Yeah, for real.
That had to have been a nice chunk of XP too.
That was back and forth and back and forth. Oh, maybe I should go ahead and tell you too that as with the end of that battle, actually fighting that dragon, everybody at the table just leveled up.
Oh! I've been waiting for that. Ivan is going to be a motherfucker now. Well, actually, he's a motherfucker.
Oh, that's right. I should say that while we're still on stream, so that everybody at home, everybody at their homes, gets to enjoy that as well. So yes,
Oh,
I like the last time we leveled up.
If you're watching the stream, you leveled up too.
that
You
You're
leveled
our
up with us.
favorite people.
I mean, look, like
Level
I
2 faves.
grew up in a time playing like JRPGs religiously, and other like level-based platformers and stuff like that.
We're good.
This feels so good when you level up.
So, actually, you guys are gonna have to get together and figure out, because we're gonna have to level up. You guys just leveled up in different bodies.
I changed it to 9.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that one out.
Yeah, that's gonna be
So
crazy.
you
That's
got-
gonna be fucking crazy
this.
next
Sign
week.
us off.
So,
But yes, again,
all
thanks
of us
to
are
everybody
somewhere.
who stuck around. Thanks for coming out for this epic fight. That was so much fucking fun. That was a great. I'm so very fucking happy that nobody died. I thought for sure it was. I thought it was coming for sure. But you guys, thanks again. We're here every Sunday. Fucking love you guys. I'll miss you until next Sunday. See you.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Bye bye.
We love you all.